Alright, this is Chris reporting for MagicGatheringStrat. We're just doing something a little bit different today. And by different, I mean... Where am I? Where are we going? We're going to do Thursday Night Magic Online Gatecrash Draft. I haven't played any Gatecrash Limited since the pre-release, where I played Boros and crushed pre-release, only losing to another Boros player. So the event's going to start in 2 minutes, and at the very least I'll get a call to the conclave. So that should be fun. It's only 5 tickets anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it, win or lose. What's the prize payout even? I don't even know what the prize payout is. Let's check it out. Prize payout is as follows. 9 points gives me 3 Gatecrash boosters, 6 points gives me 2. So here we go. Master Biomancer, easy choice. Passing a mugging, executioner swing, 1000 lashings. That's a really good pack. But Master Biomancer has to be it. This card's pretty insane. I think Simic Guildmage is probably the best card here. What Pit Fight? Pit Fight's removal. If I'm going to stick with Simic, then I need removal. And Pit Fight's one of the few cards that's really good removal. For Simic, anyway. Also, hope it has lots of bears. I'm pretty sure it's Pit Fight. We'll just go with that. Could be way wrong. Nothing really in this pack for Simic. Zertos one is pretty good, though. That leaves me open to Gruul. Yeah, I think it's the swine. Nothing else is really that good. Yeah, we'll do swine.
Is these people in very rough fabrics and stern faces, laboring in the field. Frankly, just no fun. But in fact, the Puritans were actually rebels. And they saw themselves in opposition to the Church of England and its more liberal ideas about devotion to God. And so they set out for the New World in the mid-1600s to develop and establish their own way of living, their own way of thinking without resistance.
Do Mining Slime or Gruul Charm?
Where the Puritans,
I don't like the Molten Primordial.
the center of their entire culture. It was so that church attendance
Mining Slime leaves me open to Simic, so I'm going to do that.
And there was a guy that would go around in church with a pole with feathers on the end who would tickle people under the chin who had fallen asleep during a sermon, and then use the other end of that pole to whack kids who were
I like Slime better.
This is on top of the fact that public displays of affection were illegal.
Yeah, we'll do Slime.
In fact, a ship captain was put for 2 hours in stocks for daring to kiss his wife in public.
And one of getting busy in private. Well, Draco and
Crassy's. It was written
Crassy's.
into the Puritan Bible that a man's duty to God and to his wife was
I think
to
Borborygmus is too
It was
slow.
called due benevolence.
It was also about economy and possession. You know, children were property, and children were laborers. So it wasn't just about making Christians, it was also about economic success.
Yeah, let's do...
Sex within the marriage was so encouraged,
Let's do Draco.
and the man was under obligation to pleasure his wife, so much so that refusing sex to his wife or infancy were grounds for divorce. In fact, he could be excommunicated for not having sex.
From here and forever you are banished.
However, though it was
Really not much in this pack that's any good.
Sex outside of marriage, a third of all brides actually were pregnant on their wedding day.
A lot of young people were sexually active, and then their too much was pregnant, and they would say, we're already married, and sort of retroactively maritalize that premarital sex.
And
one of most Puritans did not
maybe Active Treason. Probably the best card in this pack.
The Puritans did create a device called the bundling
We'll do that one.
because most people lived in one room, and there was one large bed that they would all sleep in, and so
Alright, so Xerxes Swine
as well. So the bundling board
leads me to believe that I should be going Gruul.
cutting board that would be placed between the young woman and the young man to block their ability to engage in carnal sexual experiences. So you can imagine, you know, mother and father and then the young man and then this board and then the daughter.
Yeah.
However, cutting boards are not very effective in inhibiting carnality.
Like a Gruul splashing Simic.
At the height of the bundling
Simic key runs good here.
Population almost doubled.
Yeah, I might go Gruul splashing Simic.
How all that sex took place in one bed after Mom blew out the candle. But not everyone was
Or maybe I'll just be straight 3 colors.
Strict rules, especially
when it
came to sex.
Alright, back to the first pack. Jeez, Executioner Swing. Maybe I should be Orzhov. I think I'm too deep in now. So, Wild Rebirth. Probably not gonna play it, but pick it. Jeez, yeah, I should be Orzhov. Beautiful Crawl. Hide.
Thomas Morton traveled to the United States with the interest of starting up a fur trading company, and he's from Devon in England, and Devon is known as one of the sort of last enclaves of pagan celebrations and pagan thinking.
Unlike Puritans, pagans didn't follow strict rules about sex. For them, sex outside marriage was a holy act that brought you closer to God. Religious celebrations included consumption of alcohol and group sex. So for Morton, the new world had a different set of rules.
Yeah.
The guy came over to get lucky, probably in every sense of the word.
Maybe I'm getting cut off of Simic.
And he sets up his colony right down the road from the Puritans. And
I'm too far in now.
Dude, where's the party? So Morton sets himself up as this lord of misrule. Morton's pagan background allows him to easily connect with the Native Americans. He begins incorporating them into his fur trade, selling them weapons, and even has sex with their women. So he completely horrifies.
Well, I'm not going to play Bioship, so...
Saying, well, you know what? This guy was going to beat the Native Americans by sleeping with the wrong person, and they may be using those guns to hunt now. But at some point, they'll probably turn their guns on us. And finally, to cap it all off, he sets up a maypole.
The maypole was a phallic symbol used in pagan ceremonies to celebrate spring and fertility, among other things.
There was feasting, there was sex in the fields, there was much merrymaking going on, you know, young women dancing around suggestively in celebration, twining around the ribbons around this large penis.
As if erecting an 80-foot palace wasn't enough, Morton decides to name his
Curve
new
is awful
colony
right now.
Marymount.
That was just too much. They
Yeah.
considered it debauched and basically heathenism, and
This is pretty
should
bad.
just be utterly obliterated.
4
They
creatures.
eventually accused him of going
2 of them are in
selling
Gruul.
guns to the Indians, and so Miles Standish
We'll see.
stormed into Marymount, arrested Thomas
I guess the
Morton,
keyring counts as a creature too.
cut down the maypole, and scattered all of the inhabitants.
Morton and his crew were so drunk, they couldn't even mount a defense. Apparently there was one injury. One of the guys actually charged and ran his nose on the tip of a sword. So that's as bad as it got.
Soon after, the Puritans shipped Morton back
To do... Well, it's
and
taking people so
Marymount
long to do this.
crumbles. And even though Morton's giant maypole
I'm not
was
going to play that
short-lived,
card.
his impact as a sexual pioneer is woven deep in our nation's history.
Over time, what he created, the idea of utopian experience,
Robot Raiders are pretty good.
as equal part of the founding of what we come to think of as America as the Puritans were. And much of the sexual revolution does in fact owe a great debt
Yeah, I
to
think that's
that
probably the
80-foot
best
maypole
pick.
that Thomas Morton's that he brought over and stuck in the ground as almost a flag and dedication to American sexuality.
What's interesting about this sort of clash is that you are setting up this idea between sexual restraint and a lack of sexual restraint. In the American psyche, that's something that's kind of stuck with us to this day.
Mining Slime's also a
Nowadays, there
creature.
are far more Mortons around than there are Puritans.
Some Simic creatures
Whether or
though.
not that's a good thing, you know, is open to debate.
With our 6 pioneers at odds from the start, it's no wonder America developed a complicated relationship.
Don't even
with
pick
sex.
here. Jeez.
Molecular lowdown. The Puritans withholding sex was grounds for
Urban Evolution, maybe?
Thomas Morton believed sex brought you closer to God.
Urban Evolution isn't, it's not a good
Today,
trap
15%
card.
of married couples have
Do Ivy
had
League
sex
Dancing.
in a year, which may make them further from God.
Curve is too high. And Disciple, I need lower curve, so...
Whether you're doing it or
Ooh, or
not,
Simic Charm.
chances are your opinions on sex were founded in part by America's sex pioneers.
I can pick up those guys later. I cannot always pick up Simic Charms. So I'll pick up the Simic Charm.
Ben Franklin's sex drive actually helped save the American Revolution.
No, I think I need the Disciple.
Howard even gets
Well, there's
rid
no
of
pit
the
fight.
original director because there's just not enough cleavage. It's not sexy enough.
Jeez.
How do we make this sexier?
You spend your whole life
Well, it's pit fight.
searching for a place where time has no authority,
More removal's good.
where stories lead.
Holy crap, there's a lot of red cards here.
The line between fantasy and fact. Welcome to where we stop chasing and start living.
Can I just roll? No, I gotta be both. So if I'm both, I want to pick up a Gruul Guild Gate.
62 horsepower, 53 miles per hour. Gator RSX
Just
ATPI.
help with my color fixing.
It's a whole new species of gator.
I've worked hard to help with my depression, but sometimes I still struggle.
I like this guy.
Even get through the day.
And I need some lower curve
So I
creatures.
consulted my doctor. I told her I've been feeling stuck for a long time. She said that for some people, an antidepressant alone only helps so much, and suggested we add Abilify.
I'll pick up some more fixing.
She said that by taking both, some people had symptom improvement as early as
Ooh, Shamble Shark. Just what the doctor ordered.
Abilify is not
Pick that guy.
Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children.
Yeah, I think I can be
teens,
Simic
and
slash
adults.
Gruul.
Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify
This might be
have
just an
increased
awful
risk of
deck.
death or
I
stroke.
don't know.
Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, because of possible life-threatening condition, or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as this could become permanent. High blood sugar has been
Incursion
reported with
specialist.
Abilify, and medicines like
Well, I need some more creatures.
can lead to coma or death. Other risks include increased cholesterol, weight gain, decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness on standing, seizures, trouble swallowing, and impaired judgment or motor skills.
Maybe I'll just do
I feel better. Abilify and my
this guy.
antidepressant make a pretty good team.
Ask your doctor about a free trial of Abilify at abilify.com.
Yeah, it's gotta be him.
Build things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front end loader you can detach from your seat. Or a lower deck you just drive over.
And then this guy. So I'm like controlling Simic deck or something. I don't even know what I am.
That's why we build them this way. That's how we run. Nothing runs like a dealer.
Probably not gonna play that, but we'll see. Yeah, whatever.
Introducing Whitenew, the world's longest-lasting solution for restoring and protecting your
Okay, so just 3 colors.
Guarantee it to last for years. We applied Whitenew to the driver's side of this vehicle. We then sent the car through over 100 powerful car washes. Whitenew never faded.
Well, maybe I'm not.
The results will last for years.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 cards that are red. That are only red. So maybe I'm not Gruul. Geez, experiment 1 of Cloudfin Raptor here. I think it's a Cloudfin Raptor. Yeah, Cloudfin Raptor for sure. Quackanora, really good card. I will take him.
Whitenew comes with a 2-year money-back guarantee. So call 1-800-710-3593 today. Unfortunately, population can be identified as psychopaths.
I think it's Hands of Binding? Maybe? Hands of Binding or Elusive Crises? I only have 2 early evolved creatures. Elusive Crises and Unlock. I'm gonna take the. I think I'm gonna take the Hands of Binding. 13 creatures. If I don't roll Gruul, then it's actually 11 creatures. So maybe I think I gotta take the creature here. Actually, I got 2 pit fights for removal. So I'll take the creature. Another Elusive Crises, I guess. Yep, I think it's another Elusive Crises.
Than one could imagine. Take the guy that discovered electricity.
Hinderbind's pretty sweet, but I think I'm gonna take the Alien Phantom here. It helps the Simic plan. So yeah, I think I'm actually not gonna play Gruul.
Some mysterious force from the heavens was actually electricity. But it's important to note that Ben Franklin's sex drive.
So if I hide all my Gruul only cards, then what am I left with?
One of the interesting things about Ben Franklin is that he was a
2,
fugitive
5,
of the law at 17 years old.
6, 7,
Runs
8,
away
9, 10,
from
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 cards, if I take out all the Gruul cards. And I might still play the Xertos ones, because they're really good.
But he liked the ladies too much, so he dumps her.
What do I got here? Not really too much for me. I'm not going to play 2 clean anemones, so...
So he's got this infant son, he's 25 years old, and he decides, okay, well now I guess I need a wife.
Maybe another Kieran?
Well, Deborah had gotten married, but her husband...
What does Way of the Thief do? It's probably really bad, but...
Now this was a problem.
Block Bullhorns, control gate? Yeah, I don't care about that. Let's do another Kieran.
She could be accused of bigamy, which was punishable by 39 lashes and life imprisonment. So Ben and Deborah just decided to legalize common law.
More fixing never hurts.
With his personal life stabilized, Franklin jumps into the newspaper business. He buys the Pennsylvania Gazette.
Yeah, I'll take another Drake win.
Founding father of another American tradition, the sex and gossip column.
And some more removal.
With gossip stories about the people of Philadelphia, most of which he made up himself.
But he didn't stop there. Franklin also writes fake letters to the editor.
One of which came in the form of a letter from a man who caught his wife cheating on him. This man asked Franklin, would it be okay
I guess another
if
denizen.
I went to the wife of this man
Actually,
and
I'll
told
take
her about
the
her
staff.
husband and my wife, and
No, I probably should have taken the denizen there.
well, Franklin, in the voice of the editor,
Naturalized for sideboard.
return evil not with evil. In other words, don't do this bad thing. Of course, Ben Franklin wrote the letter in the first place.
Right, you're not gonna play that.
Was, to gin up sales.
Staff.
Sex-fueled strategy. Franklin is the first newspaper
Board.
publisher in American history to turn a profit.
Forest.
And becomes the country's first media mogul. This allows him to retire in 1747 and discover cool stuff.
You can't pass my X booster. I don't have an X booster.
We were working on this little thing called the American Revolution. In December 1776, Franklin cleverly uses sex to become an American hero.
The colonies declared independence in the summer of 1776. Now, Declaration of Independence was just words on the page. In order to actually get independence, they needed guns and troops from France. So they needed an ambassador to send over there to convince the French royal authorities that this revolution against a fellow monarch was a good cause to support. Well, it didn't take them too long to realize that
No one's watching.
was the perfect man for the job. Franklin knew the French were not going to be won over with argument. They had to be seduced and sold on the revolution. And this is where he brought his reputation as the colonial Casanova to bear. He began to party with French society and got quite the reputation as the ladies' man. Now remember, he's 70 years old. And this kind of creates this cult of personality for Ben Franklin that enables him to sell the cause of liberty. So this got him access to government officials, people who could help sell the American Revolution to the French public. But all this winds up working. Louis XVI decides to support Washington's army with troops and arms and money, and not only winds up helping Washington win and rescuing the American Revolution, winds up bankrupting his own government. So, Ben Franklin's sex drive helped not only save the American Revolution, but kicked off the French Revolution.
With his carnal appetite helping to fuel two major revolutions, there's no doubt that Ben Franklin used sex to change the world. Water cooler lowdown. Ben Franklin had an illegitimate son with a prostitute. Franklin used sex to sell newspapers by writing fake letters to himself. Franklin also used sex to convince the French to fund the American Revolution. Harnessing the power of sex, Ben Franklin changed the course of American history. Another founding principle of American history has been ingenuity. What would sex inspire you to invent?
I want to invent a pill that would make you want to have sex all of the time. I would invent something that got him up and ready to go at a moment's notice.
I think I would develop some kind of a perfume you could spray on beforehand that would only enhance the smells.
If I could invent anything, it would be instant penile growth.
I would invent a cream that maximizes the orgasm of both men and women. That will definitely bring world peace.
When it comes to innovation, one unlikely sex pioneer gave a surprising boost to two of America's most popular assets.
Waiting.
Hughes was quite an amazing figure in the 1920s and 30s and 1940s.
He was probably best known to the public as an aviator. He was a guy who was pushing the envelope all the time, building unusual planes, flying them unusual distances, and setting all kinds of records.
In addition to building innovative aircraft, Hughes develops a passion for making movies, and in doing so, sets out to create the sexiest film America has ever seen.
In 1939-1940, he decides to make a real splash with an independent production called The Outlaw, about an outsider, an outlaw-like figure who challenges society and associates with beautiful women and doesn't obey any of society's rules. And after extensive casting research, they decide on very youthful Jack Butel and, of course, Jane Russell.
When Howard Hughes discovers Jane Russell, and Howard says there are only two reasons that men go to see her, and those two are good enough. And so Howard decides to put her in The Outlaw, and even gets rid of the original director because there's just not enough cleavage. It's not sexy. How do we make this sexier? How do we really showcase Jane's talents?
He ends up turning to his aeronautical engineers to devise an almost futuristic brazier.
Maybe I can be a
that would use the latest
16 lane
science
deck.
of aeronautics for uplift and
16 lanes and 3 colors is really risky.
Forward without a lot of material, including various kinds of metal underwire.
Bras at this time also were mostly a full cup, and the difference with this was it was pushing her boobs up from underneath, and it was allowing them to expose more of them, so she could renown her Billy the Kid, and everybody could see what she had to offer.
After shooting Jane in all her glory, Hughes runs into a huge problem.
Take out a cweaver.
Photography on the film, and of course, like all Hollywood films that were going to be distributed nationally, the film had to be presented to the Production Code Administration for approval, and they had dozens of objections to the cleavage shots of Jane Russell.
In a stroke of genius, Hughes doctors up a publicity stunt that even Ben Franklin would be proud of.
Hughes decided, okay, this film's controversial, let's let everybody know about it. And they called churches, they called women's groups, and they told them, there's this disgusting, terrible movie coming out, you better not let your husband see it.
There's even a legend that Hughes used a skywriter over Los Angeles to promote the film that even drew
I am still connected.
breasted smoke. And then you had Bob Hope, who ended up introducing Jane Russell as the two and only Jane Russell. People were not shy at all about making these new comics. After all, they'd seen it in all the publicity material for The Outlaw.
Billy, how can you?
What do you care?
But you can get another horse.
I want this one.
Why?
I want to see if I can teach him to make smoke come out of his ears. When the film finally debuts, there's still speculation about how it will fare.
Despite the fact that a lot of cities wouldn't show the film, that it got very limited release, for example, in New York City, the film still makes a lot of money.
It was released, I believe, in 43, 46, 1950, and I think again in the 50s, because they added color, they changed color, and again, it was this massive box office hit. People couldn't get enough of it.
Unfortunately for Howard Hughes, the brassiere itself, while it may have looked good, was not something that Jane Russell was comfortable with.
Yeah, like a true 40s woman, Jane leaves the bra in her dressing room and tells Hughes, oh, this bra is great, it's absolutely wonderful, and he thinks he's, a genius for the way her breasts look, when in reality, she's the one who's stuffing her bra and making herself look the way she does in The Outlaw.
Although the bra that Hughes creates doesn't last, putting breasts on the big screen does. Thanks to Hughes' pioneering efforts, bombshells ignite the box office and inject sex into American cinema. What a cooler lowdown. Today, the largest breasts on record require a 102 Triple Z bra. They weigh nearly 85 pounds. Even with the world's top engineers, how it used failed to comfortably support Jane Russell's assets. In the U.S. alone, draws bring in $5 billion in revenue each year. Currently, pushing sex appeal never goes out of style.
Yep. Still waiting.
Here you had kids buying cars and then using those cars to do some pretty interesting things. Make a little bit of whoopee. Make a lot of whoopee, perhaps. What are you going to let off steam?
Some of America's best slang
So how about the term highfalutin? Where's that come from? A smoke shack.
go right down the Mississippi
So they would look at those guys on the little raft and say, look at that riffraff.
into our everyday language. An all-new America's Secret Slang, Sunday night at 10 on Beach 2, War 2 History. And do you know your blood type?
A or B positive.
Have you eaten today?
I had some Lebanese food.
I love the Lebanese. I'm not sure of formalities. Let's get started, shall we?
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars for doing Geico? Happy and bragging about volunteering in a blood drive. Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes makes you 50%.
This is Joe's first day of work, and his new boss told me two things. Cook what you love and save your money. Joe doesn't know it yet, but he'll work his way up from muscle to waiter to chef. But before any restaurant specializing in fish and game from the Great Northwest. He'll start investing in it. He'll find some good people to help guide him, and he'll set money aside for his first day of work to his last, which isn't rocket science. It's just common sense.
Ready to go take a shower?
TV America.
Look at your controller. Okay.
The arteries of your dishwasher are constantly clogging up with leaks and landscape. Use Finish dishwasher cleaner every month to keep your machine in sparkling out. For shining results, Finish dishwasher cleaner.
Don't you love kitchens and bathrooms? Those air vents like secret passages in a medieval castle. In this house, I always make my dates. Giving them a different active ingredient every time. Who's hungry? Keep them. Extinction walls.
Sorry, still waiting on everybody to finish the draft. And this is super exciting.
Not just an in-home.
This is the problem with Thursday night Magic Online drafting. This always goes to max time.
We can start losing muscle 8% every 10 years. But you can help fight muscle loss with exercise and ensure muscle health. And be bigger.
What's bigger?
It's the amino acid metabolite HMB, so to rebuild muscle and strength naturally lost over time.
Ensure muscle health has revealed and protein to help protect, preserve, and
I think there's no real time limit other than the countdown timer. Started at 7, it's 7:32 now.
Oh, yeah. Spring is on. Right now. Time to get to Sears and get Craftsman in Ukraine. See why nobody beats Craftsman. Now we're on this motor. First, push button start. Or this Craftsman tractor with the tightest turning radius in its class. And how about this gas trimmer with 10-year shaft warranty? Now get the lowest prices on select Craftsman power lawn and garden. This is Craftsman. This is Sears.
Mediterranean lavender, with a hint of fungi, sweet citrus, with a note of E. coli. Air fresheners that Febreze air effects smell nice, but aren't approved to kill the germs that cause the odors. Lysol
So if you guys are continuing to watch, I'm sorry. I will build the deck in play as soon as possible. I think the deck is going to look pretty much like this, although I might remove possibly a Simic Keyrune or an Elusive Crazies. I think Elusive Crazies is one of the worst creatures in the deck that I've drafted here. Every other creature is at least passable. Agoraphobia might also go too, because I think it's too controlling, and I think this is going to be more of an aggressive deck. So I don't know. Agoraphobia is really good on the curve though, and I don't have a whole bunch of Claflin Raptors and Shamble Sharks. All I really have is a Wasteland Viper, one Raptor, and one Shamble Shark. So maybe I'm a less aggressive version, but I sort of do like having Zertov Swines as curve toppers here. You know, just a sudden blood rush kill. You know, and then, you know, my iron curve is pretty sweet. I think actually we're going to move on to the deck building portion. Alright, sweet, finally. Holy crap. Okay. So what am I definitely playing? Definitely playing Cloudfin, Shamble Shark, Simic Charm, both the pit fights. Incursion Specialist, just some early stuff. Wasteland Viper 2. How much converted mana costs. Both Crassies are going in. Croconair is going in. Mommy Slime. Biomancer. Raiders. Alien Phantom. Denizen. Zertov Swines. So that's 17 right there. So now if I throw in the Key Runes, the Denizen,
were also the ones who rushed into marriage by 1959 and the brides were 19 and younger.
I kind of like the Prism. Both the Gruul Guild Gates are definitely going in. Well, let's wait for this. So we're going to go with a Crazies for sure. Maybe Agoraphobia?
And not to just have it in the backseat of the car, but to set up their own household.
So yeah, pit fights and a bunch of flyers. I don't know what I really need. Do I really need removal? Do I really need Agoraphobia? Okay, I'm going to go with the Crazies. So we'll do the Gruul Guild Gates, and that's it. Add land. Suggest for me. I don't want 4 mountains, that's for sure. I'm going to maybe want 1 mountain. What was that? 7/7. Pile by color. Well, it looks about even on islands and forests. So I'm just going to go down 1 forest because I have guild gates and up 1 island. So that will be all she wrote. Oh, I gotta add 1 more land. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I add 1 more forest.
Harvey Earl's invention boosted sales at General Motors by more than $3 million. Earl's racy designs revolutionized the
Yeah, I think that's good.
For the first time, a car's sex appeal became more important than its practicality.
And I shall take a short break. I imagine people are going to take as long as possible to build their decks, so I'll be back in 5 minutes.
I don't know, that didn't sound good.
You couldn't lay down Sally, but could stand her up. Even today, it's illegal in most states to have sex in your car. No matter what you're driving, it's tough to match the pioneering impact of cars and sex.
You've got soap in your eyes.
Yeah. It's the end of the fucking world.
I hear that.
One man repossessed the boot. One boot of a woman charged $1.
And later,
Jack Johnson dominates the fight.
Good right uppercut. And a ripping right uppercut.
Oh, also, it's something I think without lines.
That Jack Johnson does, other than beating white men in the ring, is to have relationships with white women.
On the next episode of How Sex Changed the World,
The church Bava was formed during the
They fucked up when they made this house.
People who visited prostitutes were from the clergy.
How
Oh, yeah?
Sex Changed the
Yeah,
World
they installed doors
starting
that
Saturday
separate,
on each
block out the way from the kitchen, but they should have done it for the upstairs
A
instead.
portion of any population can be identified as psychopaths.
We had a door in our first house.
Serial killers look like many of us, therefore they look like alcoholics.
Only America's Book of Secrets, tomorrow at 10 on H2.
Hulu Plus has changed the way we watch TV shows. We're able to watch the shows we love on our schedule.
I can watch what I want, and I can watch who I want. With Hulu Plus, watch over 1,000 TV shows on any device you want, anytime on your TV and your computer. Watch your tablet, watch your smartphone, watch your gaming console. Go to HuluPlus.com to start your 1-week free trial today. You're just 2 clicks away from over 1,000 TV shows. Try it free at HuluPlus.com.
Attention, collectors, investors, and history buffs. The Bradford Exchange Mint is unlocking its treasury of rarely seen historic U.S. silver dollars. Minted in 90% pure silver, the Morgan and Peace silver dollars are coveted for their high silver content and storied legacy that began over a century ago. Today, with precious metals soaring, silver dollars are more valuable than ever. Now, the Bradford Exchange Mint has acquired a limited supply of every silver dollar issued from 1900 through 1999 and is releasing the first and only complete 20th century U.S. silver dollar collection. Imagine building your own treasury of 90% pure silver Morgan and Peace dollars. Collectors are paying many times the face value for just one of these scarce silver coins. But call now to reserve your complete collection and receive your first coin for 2 low payments of just $24.95. Your treasury will include every Morgan and Peace dollar from every year minted since 1900. Plus a full set of Eisenhower and Susan B. Anthony dollars. Each coin is sealed in a tamper-proof case and features a barcode and hologram to verify its authenticity. But wait, because you'll want an elegant home for your coins, we'll include this museum-quality display case. Free. Order now and we'll also include this optical quality magnifying glass to examine your coins. Your silver dollar treasury will be the envy of any collector.
The complete 20th century U.S. silver dollar collection is a collector's dream. This is truly a rare opportunity and a valuable piece of history.
Reserve your first coin for 2 payments of $24.95. But wait, call in the next 4 minutes and we'll cut it in half. That's right, we'll cut the price in half. Get your first coin for just $24.95 plus your display case and magnifying glass. A $90 value, absolutely free. The silver rush is on. Order now. To order, call 1-800-697-9501 or go to silverdollarcollection.com.
Daddy, Mom, every time Evie opens her eyes, Bubbles keeps on getting in it, so I had to help her down the stairs.
If you had an MRI for chronic back or neck pain and been told you might need surgery to correct it, Laser Spine Institute offers advanced procedures that include open back or neck surgery. Our outpatient surgery is minimally invasive with less than a 1-inch incision. We treat chronic spine conditions like bulging and herniated discs, spinal stenosis, sciatica, and more. And our advanced procedures mean patients are up and walking around within a few hours of surgery. Contact Laser Spine Institute today and take a big step forward for your back. Don't wait. Call right now and recover your life, not spend your life in recovery.
Call 1-855-680-STEP for a free initial consultation and MRI review. Or visit laserspineinstitute.com. That's 1-855-680-STEP.
Whoa, Kimmy.
Over time, Americans have seen the many ways in which sex has changed history. In fact, when pioneers moved west in search of gold, surprisingly, it was sex that constructed an entire economy.
I just assumed that sex in the Wild West was wild. They had brothels everywhere. You could walk into your house You're like, oh, I'd like a shot of Jack, and that woman.
In the Wild West, the best looking women got the worst looking guys.
I'm sure it was really dirty. Smelly, gritty.
Sweaty and nasty and way too many clothes to have to take off. But hot.
The first places of gold were discovered outside San Francisco. And as news spread of this newfound fortune, it wasn't long before everyone wanted it.
Dad, you need you to turn off the shower.
Alright.
Because she had okay. Gold Rush.
You got an ad screen with the discovery of gold.
Okay, so this is not a great hand, but I'm not your mulligan. I do have the Simic keyring for fixing. Oh, I have the prism for fixing too. Looks like I'm against a green. What else is he playing? He's playing Gruul. He will also think I'm playing Gruul, but he will be wrong. Ooh, Burning Tree Emissary, that's a good one. Oh, good he didn't have to play to go along with it, though. So we'll play the Prism. Simic Charm's a pretty sweet draw. So we'll play the Elusive Craziness next turn.
And for a young woman,
Arcanora.
a certain amount of luck, who wanted to have better things in her life, she could recreate of herself anything that she wanted to be.
So, yep, it will be Elusive Crises into Ivy Lane Denizen.
There was one trade in particular that paid huge dividends.
Crises will block. Maybe the Crises won't block. Maybe I'll just take the damage here and evolve my dude. Prevent any tricks.
Oftentimes you had the prostitutes being the real bearer of the inventions, which is fortunate because they knew what to do with it.
By possessing large amounts of money, these women become the new trendsetters of the Wild West.
Yeah, I think
they create a
I
new
think I'll just take the 3 here. Prevent any Blood Rush tricks. I don't have enough creatures to die to a Blood Rush trick. Yeah, there you go. There's trick would have been Slaughterhorn.
Not only on the culture of the West, but
so we'll go Ivy Lane Denizen.
A lot of them were the owners of dance halls, and they were the ones that brought entertainment to Gruul. They actually engaged in politics. They ran their own
Evolved
branches,
Crises.
and they really contributed to the economic explosion of that particular era.
And pass the turn.
And so it's these prostitutes who are often thought of on the lower rungs of society who are actually building the infrastructure that has come to make San Francisco so great. And this kind of thing, these ripples, they still carry today in the features and the character of San Francisco.
I think I'm going to take the damage again here. Maybe.
Water Gruul lowdown. Prostitutes were often paid in gold, which the lusty spelunkers brought straight from the mine.
So is he trying to trick me with something?
Prostitutes reached unprecedented levels of economic success, creating a new
I think he is, but I want to block.
Can
I block?
of how our sex pioneers
No, because I'm going to evolve again next turn with the Xertos line. I'll have a pretty sweet board. I'll just take 2.
Johnson dominates the fight. Authorities begin to think about ways that they can bring him down.
Finally get an island.
His relationships with white women.
Alright, yep, I will evolve again.
I have some good news. You will never have to reuse catheters again.
Click, click.
Medicare and most private insurance now cover up to $200 a month. That means you can
I'm going to put a counter on
catheter every time you cat. And these new
the
catheters
Denizen.
are softer, they're more gentle, and they're much easier to use. So call Copeland Medical today. They make it simple. They build Medicare and private insurance.
And I think I'll pass the turn again.
And they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
And this time I'll block the Croconero with Xertos Wine. Okay, I'm not too worried about that guy. Alright, Pit Fight's a sweet draw. So let's do Pit Fight on Xertos Wine with Croconero.
It's important to be able to see them, interact with them, along with the information. Using GoToMeeting with HD Faces lets us easily have meeting every day, no matter where.
Attack with Crazies.
Every business goes through the process of idea creation. That idea has to be shared.
Then we'll play a Simic Keyring.
Has to become a plan next to things. That is what we're all searching for. That's what we're all trying to get to. It's about having great communication within an organization and helping teams collaborate better, allowing ideas to flourish.
Spire Chaser's fine.
No matter where I am, I need to be able to use all of the tools that I have at my disposal to interact with my team. GoToMeeting is our answer.
Drakequeen Crazies is another sweet draw. So let's evolve my Elusive Crazies. And put a counter on
Thank you so much for this room.
the Drakequeen.
You shouldn't have. Hi, me again. This free breakfast? Wow. Ooh, bacon. Awesome.
And attack with the Elusive Crazies.
Amazing.
Probably playing super defensive here, but I think it's worth it to play really defensive. Especially since now I've got him on a 2-turn clock. Alright, so he's coming in. Just fine. I'll just Simic Charm to bounce whatever he blood rushes. Okay, so we'll do this, this, this.
Order now and we'll double the size. That's enough for 2 cars. There's still more. Order now and get the pro detailing kit with the headlight applicator bonus. Just pay separate shipping and processing. Order now and get it all. Plus a 3-year guarantee. To get your white new detailing kit, call 1-800-710-3593. White new comes with a 2-year money-back guarantee. Call 1-800-710-3593 today.
Tuckled in with Dad watching TV already.
A portion of any population can be identified as a psychopath.
I just sent you a few emails, picturing each one. I went out and got the pictures of kids.
So he's trying to kill my... What is he trying to kill? My Ibelian Denizen?
Got a couple pictures of my husband with the baby and actually have people who visited prostitutes.
So he's got +2/+4.
Really sweet.
So we will Simic Charm
One with me and him.
to give my Denizen +3/+3.
That is.
So his dude still dies, my dude still lives. And I pretty much win.
Race remains a divisive issue, especially when it comes to sex. How did America
Elusive Crazies.
line in relationships?
I might as well play that. Evolve the Drakequeen. Do I not evolve the... Oh, Drakequeen doesn't even have evolve. Okay, well,
But it was absolutely
that was dumb of me.
So
We'll just give it a counter anyway.
I had the girls sit in the grass and I got the baby
When white Americans are trying to reassert control.
Make my dude
And so his parents were part of
a
the group of people who moved out of the South
creature
to get away
and
from really hardcore Jim Crow
beat in.
segregation to the port city
Do I even need
of
to beat in
Galveston,
then?
Texas, where the racial lines
You stay up there later than normal, or you normally
Yeah, actually, I don't think I need to.
and had to
So I got 5, 6, 7, 12, 15. Yeah, okay. Yeah, win.
Yeah, I told Chris, I know she's feeling like crap when I get her chat money.
Do I want anything in my sideboard? Yes.
To improve his lifestyle, Johnson
I don't think I do.
traveled the country in search of fights that would pay him cash. And despite the racial barriers, Johnson establishes himself.
Funny enough, Furious Resistance would actually be pretty good, I think. But I think this is okay.
He rarely gets hit, and he's extremely speedy with his hands.
Yeah, this is fine. Once again, I start off with 1 mountain that I put in the deck.
White boxes refuse to fight, but eventually
I'm not gonna mulligan. That's probably a huge mistake, actually.
champion Tommy Burns agrees to put his title on the line.
Lead off the Gruul Guild Gate. Once again, I hit one of my all my red sources here. He doesn't have turn 1 or 2 plays, which is awesome. And I hit my prism again, which is awesome.
Twilight Station.
So then we'll play the, what the hell? Oh. Signal the Clans.
Tommy Burns is pretty much out of commission. He's about
So he's revealing Ivy Lane,
basically they stop the money on my because they're afraid
Rust
that
Scarab, and
White
Rip Scale.
Champion is going to go down by knockout to Jack Johnson.
Even though Johnson doesn't get the
And he kept the Rust Scarab.
reluctantly hands over the
Okay, that's fine.
But what really causes his critics to boil is his choice of winning.
Okay, that dude can't attack yet.
The only thing worse
It's pretty sweet.
Jack Johnson does, other than beating white
And like a Luxac, I hit the island as well. So let's go
and many of those white
Elusive
girlfriends
Crazies.
are actually prostitutes because he hangs out in the Vice District.
Next turn, play Ivy Lane
Crossing race lines for sex was considered a huge threat to social order.
into Sertong.
Authorities begin
He
to
plays
think
his own
about
Ivy Lane.
ways that they can bring him
Okay.
down through his relationships with white women.
Hmm.
A new law is created called the Ban Act, making it illegal to
Alright, so yeah, I'm still going to play the Ivy Lane. I'll just get my dudes bigger than his faster.
to entrap Jack Johnson.
They're freaking out. I go to the office trying to find them.
Well, I'm not going to block anything, so I might as well get in there for damage.
A Lucio County. The tip actually comes from Lucio's mother.
So next turn it will be Shamble Shark into Drakewing.
Lucille Cameron's mother goes to the police and tells them to arrest Jack Johnson for kidnapping.
Oh man, he's got 2 Ivy Lanes. That hurts.
Lucille Cameron's mother tells the press, I would rather have my daughter locked up forever in an insane asylum than become the plaything to this.
Alright, Simic Charm's pretty sweet.
The walk there towards the grill because the sun was in my face and was going to be about it. But then
What do I do here? Do I still do Shamble Shark into Drakewing?
Oh god, I'm tired. All that fresh air.
Huh. Or do I just do Drakewing and then save up Simic Charm mana?
Tries to search out other leads
Oh,
for
I know.
possible girlfriends to.
Especially when you got all that extra weight to support you.
They find a woman named Bella.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to make my dudes big. Or try.
Would you like that picture?
In Chicago back in 1909, before
Look
the
at that,
Gatecrash.
yes.
But that didn't seem to bother federal authorities.
Because Schreiber was a sworn
Like,
explorer,
you mean to tell me we're out of the loop?
police and press his charges.
Eventually, Jack Johnson
No,
was
we went
convicted for violating the
on
law
Tuesday and used my
14th,
rest of my kid's card
1913.
for the Navy exchange.
He's slapped
He
with
had
a
a
366-day
off.
sentence
And
in
got
prison
8
and a
cans worth.
$1,000 fine.
Hmm.
So he basically has the
Well,
Let's put a counter on the
He
Drakewing.
didn't commit.
Yeah, put a counter on the Drakewing.
So we bought 8 cans of formula, 2 boxes of donut shot coffee, and subsequently, America almost 2 things of wine erases him from popular memory.
Alright, then we'll pass the turn, play defense here, and I'll have to play into Blood Rush tricks. I don't really have a choice here. Or he just plays the Rust Scarab and... Yeah, plays the Rust Scarab and puts some counters on his dudes. So I'll have to double block.
Make a donation, they call it $5
to Jackie Robinson and Muhammad Ali, who crossed racial lines to but Jeff Johnson also changed American history by challenging society's view on sex.
Either the 22nd or 23rd of April.
What a clear look.
And so, we saved over $20. I think it was like $22.
It was also used to prosecute Chuck Berry, Charlie Chaplin, and Charles
and then another $10 for the ethanol check.
Jack Johnson retired with 73 wins.
So if I assume he has a slaughter horn here, what happens to me?
Race and sex. Johnson's bravery outside the ring.
You don't have to buy
American history.
Oh, we gotta wait for him to finish putting counters on his things.
At least until next week.
Has had a major impact on American history.
I think he's probably, what do you think he's going to cancel it?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so probably not a small
American history.
He's putting a counter on his Rust Scarab.
Yeah.
You're trying to stick to your guns. Why do you call it?
Is he even attacking? That's the question.
But did you ever wonder where these words and phrases come from?
He is not even attacking. That's
You
pretty
know,
cool.
probably more.
Good for me. Very good for me.
If I really put effort into it, that's 8. I could probably...
Incursion Specialist is not too good.
Toilet paper and piece of towel for a month for what I put.
So I can play the Zertos Swine, evolve my dudes, put another counter on something.
Yes, I see you. Haha, haha. Silly boy.
Yeah, that's...
He's got so many new tricks right now. You're just gonna be...
I think that's going to be the way I'm going to go. Is play the Zertos Swine, evolve some dudes, and pass the turn.
Well, he's grabbing his feet and pulling them up now. He's trying to at least.
A straw pole,
And
a trial balloon.
he's sticking his tongue out like crazy right now.
I think I'm going to put a counter on
He's not doing it as much as he was like yesterday or the day before, but he's still doing it.
Drakewing. Okay.
He's grabbing, reaching, starting to reach and grab.
Okay, so if I attack with the Crazies and the Drakewing, if I attack with both my Crazies, he dies next turn. Can he kill me if I do that? I don't think he can, actually, so I'm going to go ahead and attack with my evasive dudes. No, block here, block here, block here. Take 3 plus whatever Blood Rush tricks he might have. Yeah, that seems good, and then I'll Simic Charm him to kill for lethal. Oh, heck, I don't even need Simic Charm, I'll just Rubble Belt Raiders for the win.
And he sits and like kind of horsey rides and throws his legs back into the house or whatever it's sitting on and jumps around. And just does this like crazy thing.
But pork barrel projects are not to be confused with slush fund.
Yeah, I don't think you can win.
A slushy. To some, it's a delicious, cool drink. And to others these days, it's something you throw in the kids who sing in the chorus of Glee Club. But you know, a slushy has absolutely nothing to do with a slush fund.
Arches
Which, of course, in politics means
Fire Tracer's not going to do it for him.
money to shady politicians. So I get the fund part.
Yeah, he'll be in the bungalow with arches. Daniel throws himself out of the bungalow.
Let's get some people's theories on this.
And it's
In college, you know, you like pull money for beer.
No.
Like you're
beer fun.
We were eating dinner tonight, and if he's awake and eating dinner, we put him in a Bava and put him on the table in front of him.
I'm not putting any money on that one.
Alright, so what could he possibly have to kill me?
I'm like, I'm not picking you up.
Boiled meat in
You're
large
like,
barrels.
yeah, we were eating.
Fats, oils, and brine.
So after he realized that we weren't picking him up, he turned himself. I mean, bodily turned himself as far as he can.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna block the bigger dudes if he goes all out. There is a Blood Rush dude that gives him +X for each land that they control, so the most you could make is a 10-11 with this guy if he goes all out.
What's up with lame duck and dark horse?
If I take 10 damage, that puts me at 4, and I'm not dead, and then he's just dead next turn.
I don't like it.
To be quite honest.
He's at a cool stage right now.
As it turns out,
First baby's always
a dark horse candidate comes from horse racing. If an unknown horse entered a race, odds makers didn't know how to evaluate it.
Dimir.
So they called it a dark horse,
Alright.
as in shadowy and mysterious.
So let's go.
And the phrase slide over a little known
Block, chump, chump. This means I have to use the Simic charm next turn to kill him.
Abraham Lincoln applied it to politicians who had been voted out of office. Since their power was mostly gone and they were limping to the end of their terms, it made sense to call them lame.
We're going to try to deal with these.
Okay.
So that explains lame duck.
He kills my prophetic prism.
But
Lace
what
eye.
explains stump speech?
Now,
I hear
it's
the
not
term
that she
stump
has
speech a lot. Like he's going to go give his stump speech. Where does that come from?
Politicians are just, if on the stump is a little higher than anything else.
know how to
just,
explain it. What
people.
It was a soapbox of his day.
I just tell her to get her shoes
So
on,
what's that?
right? And she'll go where the shoes are, and then she'll go, there's no shoes, and then she'll break down and start
So
crying.
it turns out the phrase to be stumped and the phrase stump speech
And it's like, okay, you go look for it.
One president
Why
who was
don't you
rarely
just go look for your
and
shoes
loved
and
coining
bitch
phrases
about it?
was Theodore Roosevelt. Take, for example,
Yeah, he had a Zertos. So, yep, he's just dead here.
Yesterday or the day before, she's in the kitchen, and she just starts jumping at the counter and grunting, and then starts whining.
Sure, maybe.
Because the stool wasn't in the kitchen, so she couldn't hold the cup.
Well, there's my straw. Hey, here comes
And I'm
straw.
like,
Alright. So,
what's the problem with
we will attack.
You know, I mean, it's real simple stuff like that that she did.
And Simic charm for
As it
lethal.
turns out, it's simply a way of checking
So I
between the
told Chris
windows by
that
throwing straw
we're going
into
to
the air.
try for a while here. When she starts doing
Teddy
that,
Roosevelt didn't just
asking
give
her,
us straw poll.
what's the
An
matter?
avid sportsman, he also popularized the idea of a
Game, sir. Thank you for playing,
What can
into
you
the
do?
ring.
Mr. Wolfman.
They've had boxing matches where the boxer would call on guys in the
And
crowd.
2-0 in round 1.
And in those days, all men wore hats.
That's pretty
So
awesome.
you'd throw your hat into the ring.
And I will be back for game 2. I'm going to take a little break and step away from the computer.
Teddy Roosevelt's popularity soared in 1901 when he refused to shoot a wounded bear.
I'll get it, honey.
in Mississippi.
What?
So it's not
I'll get it. I'm done with the first round anyway.
by naming a toy bear
Well, and
after the
she's kind
president.
of,
And we've had teddy bears
I think that she's
ever
kind of at a
since.
point
We'll have a long
that
duration.
she's too old
Anything to do with
for
that?
putting her in a corner or tied out to her.
Probably not.
And she's too young.
Roosevelt's influence
for
on what
ground
you say
game.
didn't stop with teddy bears. He
You
also
know, and
had
spanking
praise
her
the
in a
president
situation is
himself.
not going to get
Praise
that
that we
because
see
I'm
in
just going to
nearly
be
every single
essentially
day.
teaching her
The bully
that her
pulpit.
frustration
I
and
always thought the
jealousy
bully
comes
pulpit
from
meant that the president got to bully around the press and Congress to listen to his issues. But it turns out what we all assume is all wrong.
And
To Roosevelt,
so I don't want
the word
to do
bully
that.
simply meant great, or fantastic, or
So I
wonderful.
figured the only thing that I
It was
could think
one of his
of is
favorite
to
expressions.
basically
So you
try
told
to
the
get her
president of
problem
that what
solved.
he actually meant was that
And
it
then
was just a
problem.
fantastic
And
way to
to
get his message
solve
across the people.
every single time.
Bully was like,
The same
no.
way.
It's dope, that's totally what it was. Bully for you.
But Teddy Roosevelt wasn't the only president to coin new American words and phrases. George Washington was the first to use rehire, indoors, and to call a president's term in office an administration. Thomas Jefferson invented more than 100 words.
including belittle, bread stuff, and indecipherable. Warren Harding was the first to call a long-winded person a bloviator, and also gave us hospitalization. Ronald Reagan's description of the Soviet Union gave us evil empire.
Partially a bit for attention,
Misunderestimate and embitterment.
She's
But
always
those aren't real
been my temper
words.
tantrum. Yeah.
And President Richard
always
Nixon
had temper
gave us
tantrums.
some of our most notorious
So
phrases,
she's always been taken care of,
thanks to a scandal that started
but
right
she's
here.
getting to an age that she's trying to do things on her own, and we expect her to do things
which
on her
housed the
own.
Democratic headquarters during the 1972
Yeah,
presidential election. Our burglary here on June
She's
17,
not acting funny
1972,
towards Logan or anything.
ignited an explosive political crisis
Yeah,
that
so she's
ultimately
not
led to
creating
President
baby
Nixon's resignation.
lack of attention or anything like that.
It also led to an explosion of new words and phrases that have echoed in American speech ever since.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Like
I would
wiretap and
be really
debug
concerned if
existed
she
in the
was
language before, but as
making,
specialized terms,
mean
they
comments
became more
about
widespread
baby or...
thanks to the scandal.
But there
Yeah.
were many more.
No, it's...
One of the other expressions was stonewalling. Stonewalling, you hear that all the time.
Yeah,
Just
well, I
being
mean, I guess,
obstinate
I mean, I
and
would be
stubborn
more
and
concerned if
stick to
she
your
was
story,
directing the
and we're
frustration at him
stonewalling.
and
Nixon
connecting
used it all the time. But where did he
everything
get
to
it
him
from?
rather than doing it
Well, he
to
got
me.
it from something that happened right here on this Civil War battlefield. This is where Confederate General Thomas Jackson fought off a Union attack. They said he stood here like a stone wall.
That's just
I
the
guess you
only...
could say he stonewalled his enemies. And Nixon took inspiration from that.
Melissa came home with a
Thanks to
note
this
the other
building,
day.
almost any scandal ever since has had some kind of gate attached to it. Like Travel
Hit
Gate,
a boy
Monica
on the
Gate,
playground.
and Trooper Gate. The first
Told
one
the
comes
teacher that she accidentally hit him
Nibble
when
Gate,
she was
yeah.
reaching for a ball.
That was weird.
And then she came home and I asked what happened. She said, he said mean things to her.
I'm embarrassed.
Right, we were talking about it
So
again.
that's
She
how
said,
politicians
repeated that
influence
she was
things
reaching
you
for a
say
ball and
every
accidentally hit
day.
him. I said, well, which one was it? She goes, both. I said, it couldn't be both. You either did it on purpose or you
When
did it accidentally.
Prohibition
You
hit in
didn't
the
accidentally do it on
1920s,
purpose.
a whole vocabulary of booze and crime washed into our language.
You know,
So
you didn't
if you've ever
intentionally
wondered
do it
why
on
people
accident.
fall off the wagon, or whether
It
teetotalers
doesn't work
just
that way.
drink tea, or what boots have to do with bootleggers,
Yeah.
Bootleg, boot cut,
I figured it out.
bootleg.
stick around for more
What
stories
happened?
behind America's
So
secret
did we
slang.
start?
It really did not want to autoplay.
It was playing.
Everything slowed down and I was trying to get it to swing and see this. Power open Gator RSX. Put it over the tray and
62.
I have a problem with the button not like the work on it.
At top speed of 53 miles per hour. It's a new species of gator.
Well, your fingerprint stamp on that computer.
yeah, no, I had to walk.
To get $800 on the Gator RSX 50.
My laptop has a fingerprint scanner. When I got it, I had Chris scan it today.
What are you made of? That's your metal in World of Tanks. Download now and play free.
For whatever reason.
TM, rated T for T.
Spy on me.
Hey, it's me, Water. People love Kieran's Chrome Faucet filter so much. I got stylish to keep up.
He'll probably be off in
Wait,
about
hold on. Since
right
when do
around
you wear
3.
black? And you still remove 99%
I'm gonna wait for him to
of
get
microbial
home.
cysts? Your water should be pure.
Drive down with
But
him.
I'm on my feet all day in the lower back. This was me.
Then I found Dr.
Yeah,
Seuss
it's just
taking
easier, and
They reduced the impact on my lower body.
one of the girls has to go on with your,
Dr. Scholl's Pain Relief
Yeah.
Orthotics. Pain Relief that
not
starts at your
have to
feet.
wrangle 3 kids by myself.
With athletes, what I just wanted to hide my feet. Now, not so much. I got Lotrimin
Hopefully we can start working on getting a new car. Oh, I didn't tell you.
Well, it cures athletes' foot, and it's
There's
prescription
2
strength Lotrimin Ultra.
foreclosure settlements.
We built things that work the way you wish they would. Like a front
There's
end
the one
loader
that you
can
got,
detach from your
which I
seat.
think is the independent foreclosure review, which was done by banking regulators.
Cut through knee-deep
And then
cracks
there's
in your
also the
front.
national mortgage settlement, which is
Yep.
done by the
We
Attorney
thought the same
General.
thing you did.
2
That's
separate
why
ones,
we
and
built
we're
this.
getting a payout from
That's
both.
how we run. Nothing runs like a deer.
And
Visit your dealer
with the
or
national mortgage settlement, that was the one that I filled out paperwork online
family
for.
tractors.
Did you know home appliance and major
And
system breakdowns cost homeowners an average of $1,700 per
The
year?
check from the dad should email to our house
American
here.
Residential Warranty can help cover
And
those costs with home service plans starting
It
less than $1 a day.
should be
Plan
mailed
options
out
include
sometime in the
coverage
middle
for
of the day.
central air, heat, and ductwork.
Interior electrical system.
We don't know how much we're going to get from
Major
that one.
kitchen appliances,
Water heaters.
washers and dryers,
Garage door openers.
But
ceiling fans, and more.
that's the one that
American Residential Warranty.
National Mortgage Settlement is the one that Chris is law proof that anybody in the military should be
I woke up on a Saturday morning, there was no hot water in the shower. So I called American Residential Warranty. They sent a repairman to fix the problem the same day.
Cool now. There's
So,
no obligation. But hurry, if you wait until you need a home service repair.
Yeah, I mean, at the bare minimum, from the National Mortgage Settlement, we get another $800.
Or log on to getahomeplan.com to find out which home warranty plan.
Yeah, well, yeah. Because, like I told Chris, this is something that we didn't even know, we weren't even expecting. It should focus on, you know, I can't forget about that. Yeah. So.
Of course he knows what he's doing.
Go look at my pictures. Alright.
What do you do to let off steam?
Some of
Okay.
America's best friends.
So how about the term high five?
Love you too. Bye.
Right down the Mississippi
So they look at those guys on the little rafts with the horse, and they look at them riffraff.
into our everyday language.
Americans on the Mississippi took this word and turned it into a verb that you can really do something with. Like this.
And all new America's Secret Slang, Sunday night at 10 on H2 42 History.
Here on America's Secret Slang, we're on a journey to discover the origins of words and phrases we use every day. For example, you ever wonder who put the T in teetotaler? Or where the skid came from in Skid Row? And when you fall off the wagon, which wagon is that? Well, these are all homegrown American phrases from the temperance movement, which led to Prohibition in 1919. Now, Prohibition was started to clean up the country by getting rid of this. But instead, it led to the explosion of bootleggers and organized crime in America, and gave us words and phrases that are still coming on like gangbusters today. Americans' fascination with crime and law enforcement started early. Faced with a lawless frontier, Americans armed themselves for self-defense. In fact, 3 common American terms all refer to a single type of weapon that's hundreds of years old. The musket. Well, I understand the Revolutionary War gave us a lot of terms out of the weaponry department.
Well, if you look at this weapon and the technology behind it at the time, it is the lock, stock, and barrel. The lock being the firing mechanism of the piece, the stock being the wood part of the weapon, and the barrel, which is obvious like that, is where the projectile came out. And this is where the lock, stock, and barrel derived from.
Today, lock, stock, and barrel means the whole shebang. But there's more. This musket also had a small pan that held the powder.
Sometimes the powder itself would ignite in the pan, but it wouldn't ignite the shot. It goes flash in the pan.
So flash in the pan was a shot that didn't actually work.
Exactly.
And the musket had 2 settings. Half-cocked
The bottle is
and
empty.
fully cocked.
If you only had the weapon half-cocked, it was safe, and no matter what you did, the weapon would fail to fire. So going off half-cocked, meaning you were going off ill-prepared, to utilize the tool.
Interesting. Now people say it all the time. But lock, stock, and barrel was just the beginning of how firearms enriched our language.
Hi there.
If you're persistent, for example, you stick to your guns. A wild guess is a shot in the dark. To improvise is to shoot from the hip. An impulsive person is trigger happy. And an honest man is a straight shooter.
Mom isn't even looking at you. Why are you looking at me?
What is your parents' email address?
I don't know.
Prohibition and the crime wave it sparked gave us a lot of phrases.
I was going to send a...
Like calling the derelict section of a town
one of the
Skid Row.
pictures of you and Logan.
Why do they call it Skid Row?
Because they
Most of them just post it on Facebook. It's all good.
Actually, Skid Row originally wasn't a row at all. It was a road. a logging road. Loggers would embed greased logs called skids into dirt roads so that lumber could be dragged without getting stuck. Since skid roads generally led to the cheap parts of town where loggers gathered, they became known as places for the down and out.
Hey.
Over the years, the connection of logging was forgotten. The phrase migrated to big cities, where neighborhoods were often called roads. And so Skid Road became Skid Row. But what about on and off the wagon for drinkers? That's always been a confusing one. Why do we say you're on the wagon?
You're on the wagon. Okay, so if you're off the wagon, you drank too much and you fell off. So if you're on the wagon, you sit up and you're not wasted.
Good guess. But let's find out the real story. So were teetotalers on the wagon?
Teetotaler would be on the wagon. He was a reformed drunk. The wagon being something that rolled through the streets with a vat of dirty water on top to hose down the road. And they said, well, I'll drink that water before I'll drink anything that might physically last.
Yeah. Do I look like I'm on the wagon?
Oh, it's like a decision made this morning, maybe?
The teetotalers' war on booze ultimately led to prohibition, and that led to an explosion of organized crime that still ricochets through our language today. So if you ever wondered who put the racket in racketeer, or why we come on like gangbusters, or how a stool pigeon can sing like a canary, stick around. We're going to give America's secret slang the third degree.
I got a bad one.
I work for 47 different companies.
I have a diaper in hand. You won't need to justify it anymore.
I wasn't justifying that. Simply informing.
Because at USPS.com, you can pay, print, and have your packages picked up for free. I can even drop off.
See, I know what their email address was.
Well, technically,
I think it's Comcast. But
Yeah, I know what it was like 5, almost 10 years ago.
it was .rr. I think it's Comcast now.
Schedule your free
I
package pick up
Skype
today.
that. You will respond eventually.
Yeah, it was WV3.
Yeah, and I think that just went from W Weaver free at RR to W Weaver free at Comcast. Because I think Comcast bought out WebRunner.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, spring is on.
When does your brother vote?
Sure. Presumably during the day, but
It seems
I've
like
seen
he's
him
always
on.
available to play whatever and talk. Unless he's just got a job that he's always
turning
like,
ratings in its class. How about this gas trimmer with
available.
10-year shaft warranty? Now get the lowest prices on select Craftsman Power Lawn and Garden. This is Craftsman. This is serious.
Doesn't matter tonight.
Your
Parents
dishwasher
are.
are constantly clogging up with grease and limescale. Use finished dishwasher
I would
cleaner
assume
every
at
month to
10:30.
keep your machine from sparkling out. For shining results, finished dishwasher cleaner.
My antidepressant worked hard to help with my depression, but sometimes I still struggled to get going, even get through the day. So I was honest with my doctor. I told her I'd been feeling stuck for a long time. She said that for some people, an antidepressant alone only helps so much, and suggested we add Abilify, aripiprazole. She said that by taking it, some people had symptom improvement.
I saw that. I don't know how that happened, but
I wish I'd talked to my
I don't know, but he's about to go rabbit.
Abilify is not for everyone. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia
that like I've
patients
never
taking
done
Abilify have an
Like I didn't
increased
do
risk
it
of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition, or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements that seems to become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify, and medicines like it, and in extreme cases can lead to coma or death. Other risks include increased cholesterol, weight gain, decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness on standing, seizures, trouble swallowing, impaired judgment, and motor skills.
Since adding
Yes,
Abilify,
you're
I feel better.
Yeah, you
Abilify
are.
and antidepressant make a pretty good team.
Ask your doctor about a free trial of Abilify and go to addabilify.com.
All dogs, no matter the breed, are descendants of the wolf. They share many similar traits, especially a love for meat.
So we created a food that satisfies a dog's wolf spirit. High protein blue wilderness. It contains more of the
Warning, this dog food may turn your dog into a wolf.
Here's a blue wilderness, specially
Yeah, I hate to say it, but my dogs.
Small or large breeds, plus weight control too. If you want your dog or cat to enjoy a high-protein diet like his ancestors,
They have no wolf-like tendencies.
for you.
Yeah.
Christian Mingle offers a place for people of like faith to meet.
Like that friend that introduced you to your wife.
Find God's match for you, the way we did.
Join ChristianMingle.com today. Joining is easy and free. On the next episode of How Sex Changed the World, sex is for sale.
The church Bava was formed during the Middle Ages.
The church slips in to benefit the sex trade.
20% of the people who visited prostitutes were from the clergy.
How Sex Changed the World. Saturday at 10 on each tier. More to history. Stick around. Them's fighting words.
Why do you keep the hands up there?
America's secret slang is buried everywhere. And we're on a mission to uncover history. Turns out, gangster talk is embedded in
I feel like bootleg is like bootleg jeans.
Now this is expression.
They're bootleg jeans. Oh, no, you're doing bootcut. You get bootleg bootcut big legs. Outfit pants. It's definitely up
There's a certain, like a couple of certain expressions that he makes. One of them is like the
anything. From a ritzy
and he's
watch
not doing
to
that
a
in such a
CD to a Hollywood movie. Don't do that. But in fact, bootleg's origin goes back to the old western frontier, when federal law banned the sale of alcohol to Indians. Cowboys got around the ban by smuggling booze in flat bottles that fit in the leg of a boot. So every time we say bootleg today, we echo back to the Old West, the days when cowboys would take the illegal yarn they were not allowed to sell to Indians and stuff it into the legs of their boots.
He says, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Well, I guess it doesn't work with me.
There's a lady on the board
during Prohibition,
line.
when bootleggers introduced a
Her
whole new
patches have
vocabulary that came on like, well,
I mean, they're like days old.
like gangbusters. What is gangbusters all about?
Gangbuster was a radio.
This is how we squeeze the poopy out.
Sirens and screeching and noise.
Each weekly episode of Gangbusters would come on the air with so much noise and violence that Americans began saying that anything loud and obnoxious came on like gangbusters. The mob's reign of terror introduced terms like triggermen, rods, gang war, and a whole vocabulary of murder.
It's like kids in
You know how I was saying that you have certain moments that are indelibly etched in your mind. One that I have with him was
Right behind me is Alberto's Clam House in Little Italy in the heart of New York City, where in 1972, famous racketeer Joey Gallo got whacked. See, Joey was connected, if you know what I mean. He was a main man in the Colombo crime family.
And you know, at that point, it was pretty much he was asleep
They
with his
took out a
eating.
contract.
So it's
So
very
that night,
not
when Joey
common.
was there, he didn't realize he was on the spot. And once he showed up, the guns went off, and Joey got clipped, whacked, rubbed out, burned, iced. Clip? Absolutely. It has to do with being a bird, you know, a bird brain. You're not too bright.
You heard
You
somebody
get your wings clipped, you take your power away. A lot of footprints. A lot of bird brain organized.
Yeah, you would.
I wouldn't say that on camera. No.
Maybe you wouldn't do it if it hurt him, but
It wouldn't be nearly the music
Chased by the cops.
this one's on what he
He
does.
face a pretty rough interrogation.
That depends on what he
Otherwise
does.
known
He's not
as the
terribly
third degree.
business stuff like that.
What about what?
Funny though, the faces that he
That's what I mean.
Why do you say
the
that?
faces that he makes is
It was a
hilarious.
Masonic ritual where
He
someone
got,
was
I think, the white
initiated
chocolate
to
or
the
your
third
thing.
degree of membership, and at the end of the initiation, they were
That
questioned,
face.
similar to a fraternity.
I had to drink a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer. That was my third degree of initiation. That's the down low on the
Not going
third
off of
degree.
you.
Yeah, I sat there one day with
But when a person gives up info, why do they sing like a canary?
Oh!
It was an old underworld expression, simply derived from the fact that influenced laughed or sang to the
Kind of like
cops.
lemon juice.
But it became popular in 1941 when gangster turned government witness Abe Relis died in a suspicious fall from a hotel window. The papers dubbed him the canary who sang but couldn't fly. And oddly, if you sang like a canary, you became a stool pigeon.
Is a stool pigeon somebody like goes to the bathroom? Like a pigeon? Because like they just go to the bathroom everywhere. I guess. I don't know.
Nice try. But in fact, the phrase arose because hunters used to tie dead pigeons to stools as bait to attract other birds.
Right there.
I love the anxiousness they get.
And eventually evolved to mean a snitch. The word stool pigeon really does have something to do with stools and pigeons. But most people don't like stool pigeons because they're rats.
That was a good one.
To me, I just don't like pigeons. If you ended up taking the rat, the judge sent you off the river, with a specific meaning to mobsters from New York.
You go up the river. It's probably not a pleasure cruise going up to that place. I wouldn't think so.
No
When
hand
cops
for
would
you.
send someone up the river,
No hand
the
for
delivery
you.
question was this: the Hudson. New York's wise guys would cool their heels 30 miles upstream at the state penitentiary known as Sing Sing. Sing Sing doesn't come from the prisoners singing like a canary. It actually comes from a Native American tribe there known as the Sing Sing. Criminals, guns, politicians, they all gave us everyday slang that's deeply rooted in our history. So America's secret slang isn't just a flash in the pan. And as long as we keep inventing new words and phrases, it's guaranteed to keep coming on like gangbusters. What's a basket case?
Sideburns.
Where did that come from? You don't know. No. Where do you think the word boondocks comes from? I don't know. Every day we use a secret slang without even knowing it. But did you ever wonder where these words and phrases come from? You know where Pacific gets its name from? No. Turns out, their origins reveal the hidden history of America. For instance, who do you think put the iron in ironclad contract? Who put the dead in deadline or the hook in hooker? What do these terms have in common? They're all military phrases from America's secret slang. In this episode, them's fighting words. Wars and invasions began influencing the American language right from the beginning, and in surprising ways. Case in point, the all-American term, Yankee. Today, everyone knows the New York Yankees. But what exactly is a Yankee? Well, it all comes down to a man named John and a block of cheese.
I think the term block a farm has to do with
Buying farms.
getting out of the military
Oh, and buying a farm.
and buying a farm. I think it was a term that people used at first to say that they got out of the military. When you bought the farm.
Yeah.
English took them over, and the English, Yankees, John Cheese means stupid. Your belly's a block of cheese. And John D. in a comment,
Still waiting on the Orzhov versus Orzhov mirrors.
During the Revolution,
Presumably. It's the only thing I think it could be.
Originally directed at them, and redirected it to the American rebels.
When the English used us to insult us by calling us Yankees, we took it, and the Yankee being
My ratings are awful.
By the time of the Civil War, the word had narrowed to just mean Americans north.
Alright, one more game. One more round of opponents waiting to finish before we start round 2.
Southerners rarely said the word Yankee without the word damn in front of it. But World War I would alter Yankees yet again, in a way that irritated soldiers from the South.
World War I comes along, and the Europeans start on as Yanks and Yankees, which the soldiers were not particularly careful, especially the boys from the South.
Ultimately, it became a source of pride. But technically, you're telling me that the New York Yankees are really the New York Stupids?
I wouldn't want to say that. The New York Tigers heads.
So goes the history of the term Yankees, an insult for John Cheese.
Oh, no Windows. I do not want to update. Remind me in 4 hours.
Because they burn you on the side when you're snuggling next to your honey.
Not exactly. But how did sideburns get their
Who
name?
else is in this?
It all goes back to the wild facial hair of the Civil War.
Probably too many people don't recognize anybody.
Ambrose Burnside was an officer of some renown, served at Fredericksburg as commander of the Union forces. He wore these sideburns. They start big here,
Yeah, I don't really recognize
come
anybody.
down, go underneath the nose, no chin hair. And during the war, that style was called Burnside.
But then an odd thing happened. Side moved over here, and burn moved over there. No one's really sure how it happened, but the most logical explanation is that sideburns are on the side of the face. Is chops the same as a sideburn? What's a mutton chop?
Mutton chops are cut like pork chops. They got a big meaty part here, it comes down in the bone, and goes this way. And they're saying you're wearing mutton chops on the side of your face.
So today, when a guy who's about to punch your face threatens to bust your chops, he's referring back to the elaborate facial hair popular during the Civil War. The hidden history of an infamous word is linked to another Civil War general.
Sweet, round 2 is going to start soon. Where am I? What position am I in?
Let's find out where some people think Hooker comes from.
General Hooker made certain that
Hey, Asian QP farmers in here. I am in 51st
and
place.
so the women were actually called hookers after him.
Thank God his name wasn't, Ralph, like you. I go get myself a Ralph. But is General Hooker the whole story? Or is there another, even more hidden history to the term? Any truth to General Hooker?
Well, Hooker goes back much further. One of the earliest recordings is 1845. They're talking about the girls in the evening getting their hooks into your John so they can get his money.
Since Hookers got their name,
Yeah, a lot of people complaining about how slow it is.
why did General Hooker take the rap?
I agree. TNMOs always have the longest rounds. It's usually because they have the most people, and because you have the most people, you have the most chance of playing to time. Most people have the biggest chance of playing to time. Also because this event has, I don't know, 200 some odd people. How many people does it have? Yeah, 212 people. Because of that, you're likely going to get some mirrors that just take ages.
The original deadline was simply a fence, a rail, or even a mark scratched in the dirt that restricted prisoners in Civil War camps.
And anyone who crossed that could be shot down on the spot. That was the deadline.
Makes sense.
You crossed the deadline, you were dead.
Newspaper editors adopted the term as a way to get reporters to hand in their stories on time. And it spread throughout the language. The Civil War kept in English with dozens of new
8:34, it's 8:36 now, we should be starting. I'm against Ryer. R-Y-E-R.
It turns out that comes from the iron.
And of course he gets to go first.
Service in the 1860s. These vessels were rock solid, just like an ironclad contract today. But the Civil War was just the beginning of how military terms transformed our language. The First World War also gave
This hand has not much going on.
are over the top.
So, I do have all my mana available to me. I'm on the draw. So short of top decking, I think I can. I'm not going to toss this back.
Arm wrestling, baby. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
You got 3 cards to draw where I have a play. I'm going to play the first draw step, second draw step, play Prophetic Prism. Yeah. So I'm not tossing this back. It's looking to be a mistake since I just drew a pit fight instead of a creature. Really want to draw a creature. And I'm against Boros, but he's playing a Riot Gear first, so that's good news for me. So I'll play the Prism, get it out there. I drew an Abilene Denizen, which is okay. Drawing Simic Keyworm's pretty good too. Skynet Legionnaire, I'm going to take 2. There's a Cloudfin Raptor, so go ahead and play that. And pass the turn. Next turn, play Abilene Denizen to evolve the Cloudfin Raptor. He is not equipping his Sky Knight.
There's an area between the trench lines, between the opposing sides. It was full of barbed wire, shell holes, and then depth for thousands upon thousands of men.
As it turns out, the
ooh, that guy's going to hurt.
who survived
We'll pit fight him as soon as possible. So let's do Ivy Lane.
So one of the things to do, they would have them start weaving baskets as
Evolve the Cloudfin Raptor.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not going to block here, so we'll go ahead and attack the Cloudfin Raptor. Next turn we'll play the Quacanura. Evolving the Cloudfin Raptor again, and place a counter on the Quacanura. Hopefully he doesn't have just another Legionnaire here, because I'll take a huge beating if he does. No?
For the family, back home.
So if he died, he bought the farm.
Ouch. Madcap skills. Okay, well. That hugely sucks. So, I think the plan's still the same. We're going to play the Quacanura. And place the counter on the Quacanura. Oh crap, I screwed that up. Yeah, that was a huge screw up. Now I can't kill the... And I also should have played the Simic Keyworm first. Well, that sucks. I just punted the game like a champ.
When you have diabetes, your doctor will say, get smart about your weight. I tried weight loss plans, but
huge punt.
Are only made for people with diabetes. That's why there's Glucerna Hunger Smart Shakes. They have carbs steady, with carbs that digest slowly to help minimize blood sugar spikes. And they have 6 grams of sugars. The 15 grams of protein help manage hunger. Look, it's getting smart.
Huge punt.
It was just gigantic.
It was enormous, huge boom.
I don't die, but it was still massive punt.
I don't see any difference with the call quality.
As many family members as I want. Ugh, why did I not do this earlier?
Okay, so we're going to block...
This is my last bill before I switch to Vonage.
Thanks to the good bill and switch to Vonage. Get unlimited calling to the U.S. and more than 60 countries from your home and mobile phone.
I think the Denizen and Quacanura on... No, I'm not going to block.
I just want to say, my home auto, the State Farm, saved $760.
Block the Denizen and the Cloudfin Raptor? Yeah. That seems like that's the best option.
Home and auto, and you can save $760.
All right, Bava, let's get going. That time is calling a name. get to a better state.
So,
Man, you could be losing the benefits of free testosterone, which could mean you're missing out.
alright, so now we'll play the Bubble Belt Raiders.
Test your manhood by asking you 3 simple questions. Do you want more power? Do you want better performance? How about more drive?
Which evolves Krakenora.
If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you should call now
and
receive a complimentary bottle of Nugenics at 1-800-929-4348. Nugenics is a powerful man-boosting breakthrough.
Go and pit fight the Krakenora with Skynet Legionnaire.
Nugenics, you can enjoy more passion, more performance, more drive too. It's your turn to put Nugenics to the test. Call now for your complimentary bottle. Nugenics is available at GNC, but you can only get your complimentary bottle now.
Yep.
He just rolled over.
Wow.
4348. Again, that's 1-800-929-4348. A portion of any population can be identified as psychopaths.
I thought that there's a lot of activities on the brain regularly more reasoning.
I will double block to kill this dude. Except he didn't attack, which is pretty sweet.
What do you do to let off steam? Some of America's best slangs.
Let's play the Crazies.
Right down the Mississippi.
Then we'll play a Mining Slime.
An all-new America's Secret Slang, Sunday night at 10 on H2, the O2 history.
Which involves the Crazies.
America's Secret Slang
Hi.
is uncovering the military
You're never going to guess what just happened.
familiar expressions.
Logan just did something brand new. He rolled over.
Changed the way we speak more profoundly
No.
in World War II.
From his back to his tummy.
When you say that you're
Another Tower Thunder Fist. It's annoying.
I think he still does, because he's like swimming on his playmat trying to get his octopus right now.
That's actually a pretty good draw.
I just had to call and tell you.
Let's go ahead and play it.
Yeah. Maybe he'll repeat
Play a
his
Simic here.
huh? Now,
I still don't have any attacks.
did you look at
to the regional words and phrases spoken by their fellow soldiers.
Yeah, can you believe those three?
Until then,
My girls are all dirty. They were outside, so
it proved to be
they were a mess. But
Ouch.
I figured it was gorgeous.
So we take, he can kill something.
All right, I'll let you go. I just had to call and brag about it. Love you too. Bye.
You're about the 15th veteran we talked to today. It's like, I can't say that on television. There must be some dirty stuff going on.
Still hugely regretting that massive punt I had earlier.
Americans were gung-ho to take on the enemy. Which raises the question,
This game could have gone a lot better.
why gung-ho?
Yeah, let's pass the turn.
But gung-ho originally had a meaning that was much less gung-ho. That comes from World War II as well. The U.S. military had a presence in China before the war, and gung-ho in Mandarin literally means teamwork, togetherness. An American military attaché in China named Evans Carlson had always admired the sense of teamwork and cooperation in the phrase. When war broke out, Colonel Carlson founded an elite Marine unit known
Okay, let's just block here and block here.
as its motto. A 1943 film about the Raiders titled Gung Ho made the place famous.
Block here too.
With the Marines, its meaning changed. From teamwork and togetherness, it came to mean dedicated and enthusiastic. Sometimes overly so. So that's the hidden history of Gung Ho.
Let's see if you do it again.
Alright, well, I'll take what happened there.
East gave us another term that's common today.
What is he doing now? Nav Swarm? Okay, that's fine. And he chose the wrong mana, so he can't even extort me.
You know where that term actually came from? No.
Any guess?
Yes, I see you. He's got a new trick.
Nice.
Not a bad guess.
Alright, we'll just pass the turn.
Man, that's the boondocks out there. I don't want to go after the boondocks. Not to control it, an asshole.
Asshole?
Yeah, Hunt, it's at Comcast.
Comcast.com.
Yep.
But although boondocks usually refers to the backwoods of rural America, its origin lies in the Tagalog language of the Philippines, where thousands of U.S. troops were stationed at the start of the war.
So tell me about the word boondocks.
Yeah, I went to go get my phone because he was on his side. I was going to get a picture of him doing that. Like,
Yeah.
getting on his side, and then as I'm coming back to my phone, I just open.
So for U.S. Marines or
And he pulled all the way over.
who would go out on field exercises,
You little shit.
long before they kept up the use of that word.
When the Japanese
Alright, so
overran the Philippines in World War II, American soldiers
I'm gonna activate
retreated to the
key
rural
ring.
backwoods of the country, literally the bunducks, which they pronounced
So, how do I block here? I think this guy wants to kill the Foundry Street.
What's a scuttlebutt?
Scuttlebutt was more or less what was the information of
And we want to take care of the nav squad
Originally,
commandos.
scuttlebutt wasn't a rumor or information. It was a thing.
And then I'll take 5.
In the U.S. Navy, sailors got their
Which could be
drinking
lethal.
water from a cask, sometimes called a butt, with a small opening called a scuttle. By World War II, these mostly had been replaced by standard drinking fountains, but they were still called scuttlebutts, and crews would gather around them and talk.
And it was not
well, Shamble Shark is something.
carried over.
It's not much of something, but it's something.
Expression representing gossip. Sort of like water cooler talk today. Precisely. It's the exact same thing.
But World War II's influence on what we say didn't end there. For instance, why does flack mean criticism? What does a blockbuster movie really bust? And when it comes to G.I. Joe, who's Joe?
What do you do to let off steam?
And that's it.
It's just slang. So how about the term highfalutin? What does that mean? A smoke shack.
Right down the Mississippi.
I get exploded, and I just die to an attack. Oh, well, he didn't attack. That's interesting.
See, he was doing that.
Bravo was formed during the Middle Ages.
20% of the people who visited prostitutes were from the clergy.
How sex changed the world is all new Saturday at 10 on
Yep.
H2.
And I die. Alrighty, what do I want to do here? I just don't think I want to change it. No, put in agoraphobia. And take out a key ring. Maybe I want this guy too. Can go the mana cost. Yeah, I'm not going to go on offense too much. The Golden Bolt Raiders aren't good. I don't think I'll play it like that. I do want to play first. This is okay. I always end up with this mountain. Be kept as well. Lead off the forest and go. Everyone Denizens, awesome draw. And the fact that he's not doing anything is also awesome.
The movie. Okay. Can we watch How to Be
No, it's time for bed. It's 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And I should be playing this post-combat, but I suck.
Yes. Can you give me a Kleenex? Have nothing with me. Yeah, I saw what you did. I saw it.
Alright, so let's play.
Yes. I know. Yeah, I'd be pleased too. Uh-huh.
Let's play Shamble Shark.
Yeah. It was hard work, huh? It was
And we'll put a
hard
counter
work.
on the Ivy Lane.
Hard work. Hard work.
We'll play Crazies.
Everything's so funny.
Put a counter on the Crazies or the Bentley. Or this Denizen.
It's not funny no more.
Let's just do this Denizen.
Not funny no more.
I can mill 2
What?
and evolve.
What's so funny? What's so funny? Really? Really?
And I'll offer him up a trade. We'll see if he'll take it.
Mm-hmm. What?
He chose not to trade.
Other way. Push down.
Thanks.
And spin at the same time. You gotta push it and spin.
I'm pushing it.
No.
Okay, he has Legionnaire. That's fine.
Here. Look. You gotta push down hard and spin.
And he's not attacking. Cool.
You try again? Push down like this.
Hmm.
And spin it.
Agoraphobia is pretty cool.
You try? Other way.
What's Agoraphobia who's
Let me see. Let me see again.
cancel? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to
See?
attack with this guy.
Okay, we'll get some more tomorrow or Saturday. Okay?
Take the trade. Cool. I'm happy to trade. Thanks.
Maybe it's sweet.
It's right here.
Let's put Agoraphobia on the Sky Knight.
Time for bed.
Good night.
See ya, wouldn't want to be ya.
We're going to go ahead and pit fight the Elemental there. Elemental's dangerous.
Start pulling out the 90 references. I'm hip to be square. You're too cool for school. Your ass is grass, and I'm gonna mow it. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Oh, Daddy's favorite. Like, Dad made a spoon. Yeah.
Alright, time to start attacking.
Hi.
I think I'm pretty safe, so I'm going to attack.
What is that noise? I would really love to know how the giggle center gets activated in your head. I just start talking to you and you start giggling. What? I just start talking and you giggle. I couldn't hear through...
Another Legionnaire.
I couldn't hear through the hand.
Not too worried about him.
My hand was in the way and I couldn't hear you.
I'll take 2. That's fine.
Well.
We'll attack with the Denizen. Oh, veteran. Okay.
It'd be a bit of a drive, but one thing they could do if it is going to be down in Richfield on Saturday is go down to the cheese factory.
Yeah.
Take the girls down there for cheese.
Yeah, we could do that.
And then on the way back through at the Beaverton Mall, I think, there's a cheesecake factory. You want to stop and get.
Yeah.
I think it's out there. I'll tell you. I'll look it up.
Alrighty. Got lethal, I think. I assume that maybe he trades everything, but yeah, this is just lethal then. Okay, don't want to change anything. The agoraphobia is pretty good there, so we'll submit the deck as is. He just rolled over again. Did you hear me?
Yes.
He's all about it now.
Yeah, it's Washington Square Mall.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this. It's got an incursion specialist and agoraphobia. Hey, and I drew the forest. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna Ogorf. Ooh, no, I'm not. Well, that's an issue then, isn't it? Alright, so I think it's a Cloudfin Raptor here. I'll take some damage from Wojak Halberdiers. And Legionnaire, apparently. So now I'll play Crazies. I don't intend on blocking, so get in there for damage. I will block there, though. Jeez. That's brutal. Not drawing a land there is also brutal. So let's play the Incursion Specialist, evolve the Cloudfin Raptor and the Crazies. And then I'll pass the turn. Yeah, I think he's getting rid of this Cloudfin Raptor. Maybe, yeah. Take 2 from the Legionnaire. Dang it. Alright. Let's agoraphobia this guy. Just to stop taking damage from him. Ooh, that hurts.
This is what my sister and I did when we went to the Cheesecake Factory. You ordered purely off of the first 3 pages, the small plates, which are basically appetizers, and the appetizers. And we just ordered appetizer plates.
Okay.
And they have so many different appetizers. And that's where, if you remember, I got those stuffed mushrooms that are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they have this ahi tartar thing that is like chopped up pieces of ahi tuna.
Yeah.
On avocado with the sauce. It's like molded in some like god awful dude looking thing, but it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It actually reminded me of Gruul.
Okay, you're going to roll back over, and we're going to see if you do it again for the camera. Oh, there we go. Dab, 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 dab.
Alright, so I need to Simic Charm to get rid of one of those things. Probably Warmind Infantry, which represents more damage. Alright, so block here, and then we will Simic Charm the Incursion Specialist. Yay, I drew another land. Alright, so how does this go?
Logan.
I think it goes from Master Biomancer.
What are you doing?
It evolves my
Hey,
Crazies.
Logan. What are you doing, bud? Hey.
And I probably should have attacked the Incursion Specialist. Oh well. We'll do Veteran. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so Ordained Veteran is a threat. Let's do a Simic key room. And pit fight 1 green. The Crazies with the Veteran. And then we'll attack the Incursion Specialist. If he lets me. Okay, here we go. Now, is this a mistake? If you put some madcap skills on the Wheeljack, then that could be a mistake. It'll get me down to 1. No, I don't think I'm going to attack. Wait, 1 more turn to attack. Okay, Towering Thunder Fist is okay. Playing the Ivy Lane. And I still think I'm going to hold up defense here. Yep, I am. Okay, Founder Seat's fine. Wasteland Viper. Well, it's worth a trick. Or it's worth just playing as a 3/4. Huh. Three, 4 Death Touch, dude? That seems okay. Okay, so I have attacks. Let's do it like this. Let's do Crazies. Let's do Crazies. That'll be it. You can't block it. And then play a 3/4 Wasteland Viper for 1. We're going to get to put a counter on something. I'll put a counter on the Master Biomancer. That seems like a good play. I really like a Reds first now. Complained about the past 2 games. And now I don't get it.
Got it.
Cool. So what is he trying to do here? Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and activate key ring. And we will block key ring on the Foundry Street. Block Viper on Thunder Fist. I'm just blocking Incursion Specialist on Wojak. That sounds good. I'm thinking he's got the first strike thing. The first strike Goblin Blood Rush dude. Ah, permanents are indestructible. Well, that kind of sucks for me. I only lose one creature, though, out of the deal. It's Viper. I still don't get my red source, so I'll be passing the turn, I believe. Because now I cannot afford to... Jeez. Can't afford to attack now.
You are not going to be walking this weekend.
Another Thunder Fist is annoying. Jeez, Island is also annoying.
He's trying to push himself up on his hands. I'll do it again.
So I think I'm going to do Agoraphobia back to my hand and put it on Thunder Fist. Yeah. No, yeah, no. No. That might be a mistake. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with Gatecrash. Oh yeah, you can do that. That's an option too. I'm curious what the last card in his hand is. What is he attacking with? Nothing? Okay, cool. Alright, Conqueror, sweet. He's going to be a really, really big Croconora. I want to put a counter on... I guess the Master Biomancer again? That seems fine. Oh, you know, I should have... I'm going to return Agoraphobia to my hand at the end of the turn. I'll let Croconora to block this guy right now.
Getting mad.
Yeah.
Holy crap, you should see the fat ball on his hand right now.
You have 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes to kill him. What is he doing here? Foundry Champion. Jesus Christ. He's going to kill something. What is he going to kill? You have the option of just killing me, I think. He's going to kill my Biomancer. That sucks.
It's just hard work, huh?
Okay.
Hey!
I do believe he has the option of killing me now.
No, hard work. Yeah.
Okay. Let's return to Agoraphobia.
Do we need to go move? No. He's even sweating.
Put Agoraphobia on the champion. And pass the turn. I think I die here either way.
What a big baby. Big.
Wait, remove auto yields. Okay, he's coming in with everything, so...
Did he finish off the one bottle there?
Yeah. Alright, so I need to block here, 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 click. Here, and here. Martial Glory and Martial Glory. Alright, that's good. And I'll be back for round 3.
just hope it don't work. It's hard, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the most upset face I've seen in a long time. Out of him. I got it. I know. She's really worked up a hungry. Oh my God, we've got the lip too, even.
This chance increases if you have heart disease or risk factors such as high blood pressure or when NSAIDs are taken for long periods. NSAIDs like Celebrex increase the chance of serious skin or allergic reactions or stomach and intestine problems such as bleeding and ulcers, which can occur without warning and may cause death. Patients also taking aspirin and the elderly are at increased risk for stomach bleeding and ulcers. Don't take Celebrex if you have bleeding in the stomach or intestine or have an asthma attack, hives, other allergies to aspirin, NSAIDs, or sulfonamides. Get help right away if you have swelling of the face or throat or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor your medical history and find an arthritis treatment for you. Visit Celebrex.com and ask your doctor.
Nose is a very powerful organ. It's just like a rocket, see? And inside of every rocket, there's information encoded in it for it to do what it do. She said the nigga was so good that as she started rocking it, she just got into it, and all of a sudden, she said something just hit her, bam, all upside his head, just slapped him. Dick will make you slap somebody.
Want to make things super uncomfortable? Watch that one with your parents. If you're already following me on Twitter, please ignore what I'm about to say. Follow me on Twitter. Keep up with our blog. Not a true fan unless you read and comment on 10 of our daily posts. And come see me do stand-up this summer on the Judy Bloom Tour with special guest Gerard Carmichael. No! Finally found a picture, and of course it's a broken image link. So fake frustrated with this bit. And I just added a new date, Greeley, Colorado. For my fans who don't want to whitewater raft their way to Denver. Finally, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but Friday is Arbor Day. Yeah. That means you still have a couple more days left to chop down the biggest hickory you can find and put it up in your living room. This is a very ironic tradition started by the Pilgrims. Alright, I'm just going to shove my Byron's news down your throat.
You want to see the video of me doing it for fun?
Yeah.
These natives of North Carolina accused the Gruul for first rails violation of American nature.
I want to learn! Come on! The only Gruul!
That's not.
What? He's died!
Yeah.
Look at that. Know that, trees!
Sure.
And
It's
then he
easy
got
to
it
cry
from
about
fun.
majestic trees, but some of us happen to care about every living thing on God's beautiful green earth. I want to mourn the loss of all the old broken friends I've seen, and tell them that I love them, and I don't want them to die. And there are some people here that do care, so I want you to know that, Clippy, that I care. Jorge, make sure you square off my hedges. All right. May flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. Good night.
Tosh.0 features videos from the internet and is intended for a mature audience. Comedy Central does not condone the activities performed and discourages anyone from attempting them. Enjoy.
All of a sudden, I anchor the banger through the wind break path. Welcome to Talk.0. Tonight's overpriced concert tea is from Frank Ocean. And I'm pretty sure he, of all people, would appreciate my sexy stubble. This song is one of my personal favorites.
2 minutes till the next round. I'm probably way behind now. Lost to Boros. It happens. I do think the deck's pretty sweet, but didn't really get the right critical mass. No, I could never really attack last game. I was too low on life.
Looks like Michelle Obama's been taking this Let's Move campaign seriously. Do you think that was over the line? My other joke was, on the Sykes, you're a lesbian. Remember,
This has been pretty fun. I might do like a couple of Gatecrash drafts just for funsies.
Go ahead. Money! At least be more than technical by letting go of the rim as team ball. Here's the tip.
I also think the Simic keywords are not that good.
Fundamentals. Okay, now if his friend can't do it, he's going to get an H.
So next time it'll be citing out the Simic keywords instead of rubble belt.
Apparently you don't need a ball. Here's what you have to do when there are no Vietnamese people in your town. My, what a metrosexual hillbilly. I bet it doesn't even feel it when he steps on a Lego. Starting to see why Romney wants to get rid of 47% of his country. That inspired me to start upping my personal hygiene game.
Alright, I get to play first this time. Sweet. Yes. This looks like a pretty good hand. We'll lead off with Wasteland Viper for defense. and get into it with Drakewing Crasses. Maybe I'll be facing off in some Orzhov deck this time. Alright, Gruul Guildgate's a really good draw. So let's do this. Ah, he's Dimir. Okay. That's cool, I think. Alright, I want to be able to cast the Ivy Lane Denizen next turn, so I'm going to play the Key Rune.
Shame on you. Alright, stop me if you heard this next one. A rabbi, a priest, and a black guy get on the plane.
Play the Ivy Lane Denizen and play the Crasses, put counter on it.
And then a Muslim hijacks it and kills them all. They're both praying to God he doesn't talk during the in-flight movie. Not gonna happen. Guess which one ordered the 12-year-old boy for his meal? I've got a joke for you.
Let's attack with this dude. Play Ivy Lane.
Bill would just spin around his head. What's next?
Next turn of Crasses into Miming Slime into Zertaw Swine.
Unions? Okay, who gave Amanda Bynes access to heavy machinery? Now let's plow through this week's breakdown.
Balustrade Spy. Ooh. Saucy.
Sometimes when parts is out of compact, you just have to take whatever whip they give you. Bulldozers are in car.
Okay, he got rid of a Shamble Shark on Mountain. That's okay.
That'll buff out. So many wrecks back to back. What is this, Brendan Fraser's IMDb page?
Yep. Still the same plan. Go Drakewing Crasses. And I'll put a counter on...
This is why you should always lock your bulldozer door.
I think I'm actually going to put a counter on the Drakewing. Yeah, I'm going to put a counter on the Drakewing. Make my Miming Slime bigger next turn. And I will still attack the Wasteland Viper.
Life in Russia can go back to its regular level horrible. And for that, we thank you. I'm sure they'll finish up soon. We'll be right back with Krispy Kreme, but first, it's time for Impatient Asians.
Oh, he's blocking. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'll gladly trade 1 power for 2.
You driving Lexus RX300, you don't know how to reverse, man. I could reverse lah. You have to wait for you, the whole campaign waiting for you.
Ouch, that sucks. Okay. Alright. Well, we got something going on here.
Congratulations on finally being able to get married in New York and Washington State. You can celebrate by watching my new show, Inside Amy Schumer.
Inside Amy Schumer. New series starts Tuesday at 10:30.
Stay proud. Morning, guys. What's on the agenda? At 9:27, I'm going to give you a ticket the second your year expires. Sweet. Okay.
I'll spend our time at 1 o'clock live texting my girlfriend.
Well, I do all the work. Perfect. Good thing I have my orange juice.
Take on the day.
Alright, now I'm going to play the Swine.
Enjoy delicious chicken made the way you say at Subway with our oven roasted chicken. Now a $3 6-inch fillet. Make it your own with melted Monterey cheddar.
I'm going to put a counter on the Denizen.
During April, the Black Forest ham is also a $3 6-inch select. Subway, eat fresh. We're in the game right now.
So I expect him to hands finding these are tall.
So I believe I see mother driving up and down the street looking at me. I think it's stepfather of the week. In game, here they are. Do you think you've seen all that the Cadillac XTS has to offer?
Yep, he did.
Look again.
Okay. That's fine. Whew, Master Biomancer. Wow, that's really good. But I kind of want to kill the Sprite. But I kind of want to play the Master Biomancer. This is an issue. Well, Sprite's not going to kill me, so I'll play the Master Biomancer, put a counter on it, and pass the turn.
You ordered 25 shakes? This wouldn't be a problem if you had more cup holders. Really? That's the problem? You am I going to sit here while you drink all 25 of them? No, you can walk around if you want. 25 real ice cream shakes are half price after 8 p.m. This is how you sign.
Did you know that used iPhones and Androids are in high demand? And Usell.com has top-rated buyers fighting to buy them right now. I'm talking all makes and all models. So go to Usell.com right now and see what kind of offers you can get. Check out our buyers' ratings and just choose the offer that's right for you. That easy. Think about it. Used phones lose value every day.
And he just gets my own off me. Sweet.
It's exactly zero. So wait. Go to Usell.com and turn your old smartphone into cash. It's faster than placing an ad, easier than babysitting an auction, and way safer than meeting a stranger face-to-face. At Usell.com, you can instantly find out what your phone is worth and get paid for it. Just tell us a little bit about your phone. And remember, phones in all conditions can be worth something.
I think he's going to target the swine again.
That your old phone collect does, when you could be collecting cash. Go to Usell.com today and find out how much your old phone is really worth. Usell.com, the smart way to sell your old phone.
So let's play the miming slime. Yep. I tapped wrong. That's okay, I've got an 8/8 ooze now. So let's pit fight this. Oh, hey. What the hell just happened there? Just click that. Okay, we'll go ahead and cast this pit fight now. Yeah, get rid of the Metropolis Sprite.
Don't tell me Thriller belongs on that list. It's Black Teen Wolf. The dance was weird, the chick wasn't hot, and the singer was a pedophile. These days, music videos are so bad, the only way you can trick people into watching is by promising to show them Shia LaBeouf's soft weird. There's no reason to watch MTV. Why are they still bothered with VMAs? There's 2,500 seat fillers and one row of celebrities who make sweet love.
Does this attack even make sense?
That long-nosed redneck has the potential to be even bigger than the Beatles, except not all stupid and British.
I'll just take it. Avoid any tricks.
While dodging rumors about my sexuality. So enjoy this exclusive glimpse into the mind of Krispy Kreme.
I really don't want to lose any of my creatures. Master Rogue. Oh, okay. Well, that's a trick. I didn't think about it, but that's a trick.
A young artist named Krispy Kreme. No, not the delicious donuts, but a rapper that has been cranking out delicious beats, has been hailed as the most talented white rapper since Bava Sparks. Yet his lyrics have raised more questions than answers. So it's an honor to have you here, Krispy. I'm a huge fan. Thank you very much, Dan. How'd you get so good at rapping? I just played cracking mouth most of the time.
That sucks.
Your mother passed away. My mother didn't pass away. Okay, good. That question would be very uncomfortable. Tell me about your song, The Baddest. It's mostly just a song that talks about all kinds of stuff about.
Alright, we'll attack with.
In that song, it says that Beyonce thinks you're cute.
Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too.
Is that true?
I don't really know if it's true, but I was thinking that now that I'm in the rap game, maybe she does think I'm cute.
Who's that weird kid with the Mac Miller t-shirt in your music videos?
First off, that's my best friend, so then you shouldn't call him weird though.
Okay, I apologize.
That's my friend Mac.
Is he weird?
Yes.
Okay. You say in your raps that you don't carry a gun, yet you always carry guns. Is that
Okay, so
some
he plays a
type
balustrade
of
spy
hidden
here.
I just forgot when I wrote the rap that we were going to have a gun in the video, so then it just happened like that.
You wish the director would have called cut and told you to blow your nose.
I think they had maybe notes now would be better.
You said you've made out with every single girl in the world.
I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world.
Mike said that if I didn't make out with a lot of girls, then people weren't going to listen to my rap, so then I just slid down there with all the girls.
How did it feel when your video started blowing up?
Alrighty, Croconora, good. Good.
Here's how fast you can drink some water.
Let's put this right here.
Birmingham, it seems you only own one house, not 400.
I have 400 houses and 400 houses.
And we'll activate Q. Zero.
Once you have
So
400 landlines,
if I activate Keyroom, he can block. We're still gonna take. It's gonna take at least 4, even if he makes all the most unprofitable
what do you
blocks.
say to people that think Krispy Kreme is just an act and you're fooling the world?
And he can't kill anything. So yeah, that's a good activation and attack.
Yeah, if I said that I've got one house, and then one car, and then I don't even have a car, I just have a bike. I just said that I have one house and one bike, then nobody's going to listen to my
Nobody wants to hear about a guy with a bike. What are you going to put on the cover of your CD?
I mean, just me and Mike.
And some kids.
Click.
I'll have to ask Mike that if he wants titties on there, then he can.
Okay, there we go.
I hear you have a brand new music video that you'd like to debut with us tonight.
Yes, it's just a song about then I go to California, and then I'm just hanging out with you.
Well, you've got me in it.
So he has to make crazy unprofitable blocks, and I just went here. Not too much you can do to stop this. Okay, he takes 5 then. That's fine. Alright. There was game 1. Do I want a sideboard here? Well, like I said, the Simic keyrunes are actually not that good. So, what is this? Oh. I think maybe a Wildwood Rebirth instead of Simic keyrune? Let's try that. He's got a lot of kill spells, I think, so let's try that. No, this is not a keepable hand. I can't even, like, do anything for lots of turns. On the other hand, it does have all the mana I need. And I am against a slower deck. No, I'm not going to keep this. Oh, crap. I hit no. Oops. Oh, well. I meant hit alt no, thinking I wasn't going to keep it, but alt no meant no, I'm not going to mulligan, which is bad. Okay, Prophetic Prism, I didn't need fixing, but I'll play it, get a card. Ooh, Drakeland Crest is a good draw. But I think I'm going to go with the Keyroom first. I'm going to go with the Keyroom so I can pit fight this Basilicus Treacher. Pretty flooded here, so that's pretty bad. So I'm gonna play the Mount regardless. And then well, I think I'll play Grassy. Yeah, I'm gonna play Grassy's. I will stop his Basilicus creature attack. And I'll probably trade with the Denizen. Ouch.
She tasted like Doritos. You just wanted to do it again.
I have an odd question for you.
Huh.
If fast food restaurant is open till 10, do you think they're actually going to be open at 9:55 when we get there?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, actually they will. I don't know. Yes, no, maybe. What do you want from me?
I don't know. You're the fast food guru. You tell me.
Ah, crap. That's annoying. I just got two creatures.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm probably losing this game now. This is just bad. Yeah, especially since I'll just keep drawing lands. Yeah, I should have mulliganed the hand, and I should have, you know, not drawn like crap, and then had him mill two cards that were really good. What's he doing here? Keymaster Rogue, that's brutal. I'm gonna go ahead and probably get rid of that. Pit fight that is. No lands, please. No lands. Just no lands, please. No, he mimics. Jesus. And I drew a land. This is horrible. He returned a Death Cult Rogue. Yeah, pass the turn. I'll block the Sage's Road Denizen and then pit fight the Keymaster Rogue.
This is the man shot. This is my brother Joe.
Actually, okay, well here's what I'll do then. I'll activate the Keyring. No. Take this. I'll pit fight the Death Cult Rogue that he plays.
Squeeze lime juice into your eye, get punched in the face, and drink a shot of tequila. But I like to believe that my fans are a little more sophisticated than the average fraternity asshole. That's why I created the Shot .0.
Okay, start with a line of weed.
And of course, he keeps getting spells. Let's see if he gets spells again. Yeah, he gets more spells. That's awesome. This guy's milled fucking 8 spells of mine. That's just wrong. He's milled 8 spells and I'm flooded, so... let's pit fight this dude with this dude. I'm just dead. This sucks. Super flood.
Soften the icing.
I'm done.
Okay. I can't block those anyway. I cast a spell and I die from Extort. Oh. Okay, well, I'm still dead. I'll just concede this. Deck is still fine. I'll submit it as is.
If you're not 21, use vodka and just say it's water.
Send it to our blog, and while you're there, upload a clip for a chance to be our viewer video.
Yes.
This week, we have a first-time winner.
Alright, this is a good hand.
Congratulations to the beautiful
No.
country of Norway.
Play the Incursion Specialist. Next wing of Drakewing Crassies. Ooh, Duskmantle Guild Mage. That's interesting. Okay, so let's play the Crassies. And pass the turn, because I don't have an attack. Not one that matters anyway.
We'll be right back with events and interruption, but first, they paid me a lot of money to tell you to watch this trailer for movie 43. The only restriction is I'm not allowed to make fun of it, so feel free to do it on your own.
Okay, so let's attack the Crassies. And play another Crassies. I'll play the Raiders next turn. I'll require him to play a Prison though, and I want to just keep pressure on him.
Every year, we pick a new city to explore.
But thanks to Hotwire, this year we got to take an extra trip because they get us.
Plus, that uses my mana more efficiently.
On really nice hotels
And if I draw a forest, I can play the River Belts next turn anyway. Forest for a mountain.
And with the money we saved, we took a trip to San Francisco.
You see, Hotwire checks the competition's rates every day, so they can guarantee low prices.
So where to?
And it looks like my opponent's getting mana screwed, so that's good news for me.
We went to cards.com and used their side-by-side comparison tool, so it was easy, but...
So I will I'll just capitalize on it and just pretty much win here.
Steven, what we have, it's so real. Oh, you should leave her.
Yes, perfect.
That's great.
Get the right car without all the drama. Cars.com. All drive, no drama. It's a Quiznos sub. Fresh sliced bell peppers. Toasted jalapeno cheddar baguette.
And if he doesn't have an answer this turn, he's pretty much just dead next turn.
How you know? Try the new chicken fajita sub. Only at Quiznos.
And even if he does have an answer, I think he's just dead anyway. Calling you. Yes.
It just is got some on this. Read it.
How does it feel to try smooth, delicious Hershey's chocolate with 30% less fat?
Oh.
Hershey's Simple Pleasures chocolate. 30% less fat, 100%.
Oh, well, put in a complaint. Alright. Sounds good.
Almost killed me.
I'm sorry.
Right, the tops. And parking is impossible. You know how it gets here. I'm sure you can. With side console alert, head-up display, and modular seating, it's engineered to handle whatever life demands.
Awesome.
This is excuses. Introducing the new GTC Acadia. That's professional grade. The world needs designers who can bring their ideas to life. At the Art Institute, it's our mission to develop tomorrow's design professionals. Let us help you take the first step toward finding out what inspires you. Join us for open house at the Art Institutes. Tour our school, meet our faculty, and start your journey.
Alright, love ya. Bye.
RSVP today.
Okay, so play a Key Rune and a Miming Sign?
I can't waste time standing in line at a payday lender, so I call Money Mutual.
That's good. Key Rune.
I'm always there
This
for
thing
my daughter,
clicks.
and Money Mutual's always there for me.
Okay. Miming Sign. Attack for 6. Evolve the Coffin Raptor.
Welcome back. I forgot how much I hate doing
And
this.
it looks like I'm going to win 2 Gatecrash packs. Yay.
Gallons of putts
being squeezed out of a pimple on a
I don't know that there's anything that he can do to save himself here.
like this because they really bring people together.
Yep. And that was it. This was Chris recording for MagicGatheringStrat in my first ever actual Gatecrash draft. Thank you for watching.